Why
I
the
might
fuck
start
not?
drawing. I'm on a draw.
What the hell? I'm so lost. I'm
Okay,
already lost.
let
We
me.
haven't even started and I'm already lost.
We haven't started. This is just the state of how we are now, I guess.
Oh, Lordy.
Well, welcome everybody to tonight's episode of My Declining
T-Rex.
Sanity.
T and T.P.K stands for T-Rex.
So, speaking of declining sanity, apparently it's been showing because, apologies, apparently when I rolled that encounter for our 3-hour Rex battle, I accidentally looked at the 11 through 16 level encounter list.
Hey, we
I'm
That
just,
was the wrong list.
I am just really stupid,
That
and my
no,
brain
makes
was
no
turned off.
sense.
No, it's
Oh
okay.
my god.
My brain was turned off last week, apparently.
It's
I
fine.
was so lost on how there were 6 challenge rating 5 guys in the level 4
Oh,
to
no, Rex is a
whatever.
challenge rating 8.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I
no.
was so lost.
Yeah, no. Apparently for level 6 through 10, it's you roll, if you get a 100, it's 1d3 Rexes, but for the 11 through 16, on a 95, you get 2d4 Rexes. My apologies.
So much more sense.
Yeah, no,
It's
that's
fine.
entirely on me. I was brain dead last week, and I kind of am this week, so expect the unexpected, I guess.
We survived, though.
You did
We
survive
all
it. That was
survived.
really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Credit where it's due. Holy shit.
We befriended one family.
I thought, wow, they got a lot of confidence in 3 level 6 characters.
No, I'm just dumb. I'm just really dumb.
No, it's fine. It went wonderful.
Yeah.
It went.
I'm gonna preface and say no. You're probably not gonna level up from that because you now have 3 T-Rex allies.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll say that's probably the trade-off for that.
Oh, absolutely. If we
That's
managed
valid.
to kill them, though, holy shit.
If you had killed them all, I would probably say you're fucking level 8 or something, because holy shit.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that was a thing.
A thing.
I'm totally down to only ever communicate with them through tongues and message forever. We'll never tell them to help us or anything. It's just to talk to.
To be fair, I see you doing that too. That's the worst part. So, I guess we might as well get started. Last week, you guys traveled into Ascot, which has been recently abandoned.
Understandably.
Yeah, the entire place was empty, and there was a large, giant creature, easily 100 feet tall, covered in these sort of stone structures. Its stomach you kind of recognize as the hill that used to be looming outside of the town, as well as a sort of skulled face with 2 tusks protruding from the bottom part. You explored around a little bit and happened to cross 6 T-Rexes because of a brain-dead DM. However, you got past it, and you made friends with 3 of them. You killed 2 of them, and the child of the 2 that you've killed at the end of the session was afraid of you and ran off.
Understandably.
Very understandably. And yeah, this is where we're gonna pop in. What would you like to do?
If I remember correctly, we immediately just we're taking a long rest. I know it's 1 in the afternoon. We're going to sleep, though.
No, we took a long rest, right?
I think you guys were talking about it.
Okay. If we don't end up taking a long rest, I don't know how many hit points I was at, but I think it was 36.
If you want to, you're definitely welcome to.
I would very much so like to take a long rest, because Girah is at 1/3 of his total health.
That's fair.
Yeah, I am down with taking a long rest. I have no spell slots.
Would you like to just do a long rest, or would you just like to sleep through to the next morning and sort of set up camp?
I'd like to wake up at sometime in the night.
Okay, what about Illumia and Girah?
I'm gonna be real with you. I forgot to write down her HP, so I'm gonna just assume it's low. And she's
Illumia
gonna
surprisingly
need
didn't take that much damage. She used a lot of
Right.
spells,
I
but
remember
she didn't
about
take a lot
11.
of damage. Yeah, she didn't take much
and
at
she
all.
has 32 health, so I mean that's about it.
A lot for her.
At level 6?
Yeah.
We are level 6, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. How?
I rolled bad. Wait, Joey, what's your health at?
My health as a homeboy?
Has homeboy.
Let me check real quick. It's more than that, I think, or very
Okay.
close.
I may have.
And that's at level 3. 27 at level 3.
What was an
Okay,
artificer's hit die?
a D8.
D8.
I think I might need
Yeah,
to
I
roll a
should-
couple more times.
Yeah, you might have forgotten to do the HP.
Yeah, that tends to happen with me. Okay, I'm gonna be busy. Illumia got a lot beefier overnight while she slept.
She realized what she was doing and buffed up out of sheer will.
That's me in general. When I realize how clerics work, I'm like, oh,
Yes, you do.
this makes way more sense. Anyways, she's taking a long rest and getting beefy. I'm gonna roll.
True. But,
I'm gonna
are you
say
just doing the long rest, or are you sleeping through the night?
long rest. I'm assuming that is sleeping through the night as
Well,
well.
You
Oh,
you guys are like
hours. So
you
that'd
guys
be
are
like
like
8 at night.
yeah, you guys are like mid afternoon.
She'll sleep through the night. Then,
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Would I
Girah,
still get a long rest?
yeah, you do still get a long rest. I'm trying to determine who's waking up when.
I think Gidra's only gonna sleep, take the 8-hour long rest and then just like kind of vibe.
Okay.
I
Okay.
haven't decided what exactly he's gonna do yet, but he's definitely gonna do stuff.
Okay, 44 is better.
All
Okay.
right.
That's a whole lot better. Wow.
That's still so low.
I
Well,
don't
for
know.
a D8 hit dice, it's not that bad.
Yeah, she
That's
got a
true.
7 and a 5, and she doesn't have anything in con, so.
Oh,
That's
never
it.
mind.
Okay,
Yeah,
and
that's
also,
actually,
yeah.
Solid.
yeah. I was like, what is your con modifier? Is it negative? No, it's just 0. And that
0.
makes sense.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
But she has
That'll
a
do it
plus
every
3
time.
constitution saving throw, so it's okay. But only that.
All right then.
If I
Glynhorn.
remember correctly, I told Nurzin we were gonna go to sleep in the road.
We did.
And I
That
popped the dome up in the road.
You did.
So, you all take your rest.
We do.
It's about
Yeah.
around midnight to maybe 1 or 2 in the morning max. And you wake up, Glynhorn, fully rested. What would you like to do?
Oh yeah, that was an eventful day.
That's one word for it.
And he sits there after he wakes up, pondering, and he's like, "Oh no, I was making bread. I'm gonna go look at that real quick."
That's right, the bread.
And he's gonna go back to whereabouts the kitchen would be and see if the bread is okay.
Yeah, you totally do that. As you exit, I should probably turn the music down. Oh wait, no, it's at 10%. That's good. You step out into the cold night air. It's a lot breezier than when you first went into your dome. You feel a bit of a chill down your spine. The night sky is flush with stars. However, you can see off in the distance the clouds are starting to form and loom over the landscape surrounding. Off just outside of town, you see the hulking, pitch black figure, which is the silhouette of the giant, which you're slowly starting to become accustomed to seeing by this point. Ooh.
Is it a movement night?
Yes.
Okay.
He is flying.
I'll get to that. Because I left the dome, though, it did drop. Well, actually, I spent 8 hours, so it would have dropped anyway.
It would, yeah.
Yeah, it
Guess
did drop.
Illumia is just sleeping in the fucking middle of the road.
Yeah, so I'm assuming if Illumia's didn't tuck in because I temperature controlled the dome, I'll get a big old fluffy blanket and tuck her in real quick, and then I'll go check the bread.
Yeah,
And
no,
you
she
do
just
that.
knocked
Probably move her out of the center of the road.
You're in the center of the road, yeah.
Yeah, she's in the center. She's sleeping though. Middle-aged lady, I guess, like her, needs to sleep.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how light of a sleeper is Illumia?
She can be a pretty deep sleeper, I'd say. Everything considered.
Fair enough.
Interesting.
I'ma just go with that.
Valid.
So Ethan, do I manage to find it? Is it intact?
Is the bread intact?
Well, you
Has it risen?
you make your way back to the semi-destroyed building of the tavern, go in through the front door, passing by the now pretty much almost entirely eaten horses. You go into the kitchen. Roll me perception real quick.
Okay.
I'm praying for this bread.
Oh my
My
gosh.
perception is +5. That's a 19.
Ooh.
19.
Bread, please.
Yeah, you go in, you see the bread is there, and you hear a bit of a rustling coming from the meat locker.
The bread has turned into a mimic. Due to personal reasons.
I uncover
The bread is
I uncover
fine,
the bread.
it's risen, it could probably go in now and still be fine.
Oh my
Yeah, totally.
It's a cold enough night that it's been reasonably keeping the dough chilled, so...
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna throw in some logs into whatever remnants of the oven there may be.
Okay, the oven's still there. It was mostly the meat locker and the office to the side that got destroyed, so the kitchen's actually fine.
Oh, okay. Oh, totally. Perfect.
If a little dusty.
I'm gonna light it.
But the bread
I'm
was
gonna put the
covered,
bread
so
in.
it's okay.
Alright. You do that. As you do, you hear some more rustling that comes from the meat locker.
We're still
You
wrapped.
close it. However, nothing seems to come at you as you're putting in the bread. You're able to put it in just fine.
I'm assuming it's the family. They're probably up and about. Anyway, I stroll back out. All right. Me and big ol' Ernest looking over there are gonna have a good old conversation. And I drag and click myself across the sky. Over the shoulder.
I forgot about that.
Oh god.
Glynhorn,
You clip,
away!
you clip transform and glide into the sky.
Oh my gosh. That was the wrong moment to take a sip of water.
Yeah, let me pull up something real quick because
What
I
does
forgot
Ernest
to
think
load
about
it.
the clicking and dragging?
I don't know. Hell if I know.
Ernest would be so proud of this new group.
Oh yeah, easily. Yeah, I mean, you go up to it. How long does it last and how far can you go?
It's my movement speed in flight, and it's
Like an
the
hour,
actual
right?
ability. No, the actual ability is uh, I cast it, and then it lasts. I'll cast it as a bonus action, and it lasts until the end of my next turn. So in reality, the entire time I'm just bonus action, bonus action, bonus action, bonus action as I'm flying.
How many spell slots do you have?
Oh no, it's not spell slots.
Oh, it's just
It's about trait.
ability? Oh dear,
It's my thing as a Twilight cleric
that is disgusting.
How many times can you do that?
forever.
Oh my god.
I just fly. That's why I said, as long as we're not in combat, I can fly.
That
Wow.
is disgusting. Yeah.
Mostly.
You fucking no clip fly over.
Speaking of which, as I'm no clip flying over, I'll also make use of the other half of my Twilight Domain things with my special spectral eyes or night eyes, because I can see as well at night as I can during the day. How's the view as I'm no clipping
The view of the town?
of everywhere within sight as I'm flying up? Do I see like campfires or noticeable creatures running around?
You do notice as you're starting to fly up, there's a creature that bursts out from the meat locker, the back part of it that was destroyed inward. It wasn't a Rex, it was this quadrupedal creature that has layered scaling on it, a large underjaw, and it quickly burrows into the ground with a mouthful of meat. Other than that, the town is quiet. You can't seem to get a register on where. You can't quite manage to get a register on where the Rex family is. It seems like they've gone off into a nice hidey hole or something to rest for the night. Other than that, the town itself is quiet and dark. You can see off in the distance, to the south and to the east, there's trees that are lining. There's a larger lake that's on the southeastern end of Ascot. Not really any fires around. You do see that sort of loning Kylosaurus that's near the entrance of the town, grazing still.
It's still there?
Yeah, it's still there. It seems to kind of be on its own without a herd.
Alright.
And after a little bit of time, you make your way up. How close are you getting to this creature?
Oh, I'm landing on his shoulder.
Ah! Alright.
Maybe
Yeah.
as I'm nearing the head, I'll cast tongues on myself. Or, no, I probably don't even need to cast tongues. I'm going to try speaking to it in Giant.
What do you say?
Say, hello there, big feller. You look a lot like my deity, Ernest. Would you happen to know anything about that, or are you Ernest himself?
As you land on the creature, you notice that it's kind of staring at you the entire time that you're doing this. And as you land on its shoulder, its massive head swerves, so it's looking at you about as well as it can. You sort of see that the skull is actually pretty much made of stone. And on the very top of it, there's this sort of lone pillar. It's pretty small. You wouldn't have noticed it if it weren't for the fact you're on its shoulder right now. You stare at it. It stares back. It doesn't seem to respond.
Yeah, maybe you don't speak giant. Alright, give me 1 second, and I'll cast good old tongues on myself.
Uh-huh.
Alright, hopefully this works this time. Hello! My name is Glynhorn. I am a follower of Ernest, and you look a whole lot like him. You might even be him. I don't know. Regardless, you're a real beaut. You're real big. Nice to meet you.
It cocks its head in understanding, however, it doesn't seem to be able to speak.
Oh, okay. Can you zap messages into my mind or no?
It kind of shakes its head a bit.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of appeared out of nowhere. What woke you? I'm assuming you might have been sleeping. What's got you riled up and about? Okay, that's not a yes or no question.
I was about to say, I have to think about how he's gonna try to respond to this.
I'm having so much fun with these little doodles.
Are you Ernest?
It nods.
You are? Oh, well, nice to finally meet you, sir, and it didn't take me dying.
It cocks its head confused.
Oh, I almost died earlier.
It appears to understand.
Yeah. Well, wow. This is an auspicious moment. I bet you not many clerics can say they've been in the presence of their own deity. Alright, let me think. Why? No, that's wrong. Did bad people wake you up?
It shrugs. It doesn't seem certain about what the intentions of what woke it up were.
Did you wake it up did you wake up on accident?
It shrugs again.
Did you intend to sleep longer?
It gives you one more shrug.
Okay. Well, I got your message here loud and clear. I'm keeping a good old lookout, trying to figure out what's wrong. If you've got any idea of where that peculiar problem may be, it'd be a big help if you pointed me in the right direction.
Roll persuasion.
Uh, 17.
It doesn't respond.
All right, that's okay. I understand. It's a test for my strength of will. And also, you're 200 feet tall. It's kind of hard to get around. Yeah, is there anything on your body you need me to help you with?
Get the weed off my ass.
It sort of like looks down at itself. Then just kind of
You got like a thorn or something I could pull out?
It shakes its head no.
Alright. Just double checking. Hey, what's that pointy thing on the top of your head?
Oh, I'm missing a pointy thing.
It's unable to respond.
Is it okay if I go look at it?
It seems indifferent.
Okay. Be right back.
Meanwhile, my doodles indicate completely otherwise. I love my doodles. The bruh and then the happy one. He's like, what the fuck is on my shoulder?
Oh my
I'll no clip up to the pillar on his head.
You do that. It's as you sort of step onto it, it's a lone pillar that's sort of embedded itself into the school. There's bits of cracks around it. And it almost seems organic. It's sort of black and kind of amorphous, kind of swirling and moving around. However, when you're farther away, it definitely seems to have a maintained shape, but once you get closer, it appears alive.
Ooh. We are Venom.
Oh,
I'll get closer to it. Does it react to me getting closer?
Make a dex saving throw. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
It doesn't. It
You
doesn't.
die instantly.
You're brought down to 0 hit points and you fall. No, it doesn't seem to react.
What's this dangly bit here? Is this a part of your body? I'm just gonna touch it. I'm gonna go over and like
finally
poke
responds.
it with a finger.
That is how we reproduce.
Oh my god.
Avatar all over again.
Only response for that question, just because he thinks it's funny to respond to.
Ernest has a sense of humor.
Let me just.
Are we gonna be fighting Ernest now?
Okay. Let me just check real quick.
Oh no, he has to check something. We might
Yeah,
be
I'll
fighting
probably
Ernest.
do that.
Oh
Don't
no.
worry, guys. I'll be absorbed into Ernest and become one with my deity.
Who's your backup?
An orc guy that came out of a cave. Actually, no, he came out of a port town from across the way. But yeah.
He came out of a keg of alcohol, as far as I'm concerned. You said a keg, and I thought immediately he came out of he was just born in alcohol.
I thought
That was.
Stuff is
So
I heard keg.
Oh, wait, did you not say cave?
No, I said cave. Because
Okay.
that was the original thing I thought. I'm like, oh wait, no, that's not right. I wrote him that he came out of the port town Bakari came through.
Okay.
oh, how do you touch it exactly?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I lumber up to it and I give it a good look over, and then I just gently, like, with like a limp finger, poke it.
A limp finger. I'm already working on the next fight with this
As you touch it, it unleashes a bellowing roar, almost seemingly in pain.
guy. You hurt your deity.
And
It
then
does, or the thing does.
both kinda.
Oh, that's weird.
And then you see as a giant hand comes up to sort of, as if swatting a fly.
Oh no!
I'm gonna say you can make a dex saving throw
no.
to try and take half the damage.
Oh
Yeah, sure.
god.
Don't touch dangly bits on gods, guys. That's a good lesson here.
Oh, that orc.
That is dex. Oh, +1. Cool. So that's 13.
You
Woof.
take 24 bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
and you're
No,
knocked
that's-
prone on its head. But it doesn't really attack you again, so you're just kind of able to get up after that.
So just like you squashed me. Yeah.
Yeah, kinda, yeah.
Your deity does not care. You touch its dangly bits, it will smack you.
I have 36.
No, 24.
No, my remaining health.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh, that hurt. All right, time to check in. Ow. No clip over by his tusk.
Yeah. On his tusk or like next to it?
Like next to it.
You see the two little glowing dots that sort of make its eyes sort of shoot over looking at you.
All right, Ernest, sir. It appears whatever is on your head really hurts. I won't touch it again.
It hurts just for him and you.
It just stares.
I haven't had any like fill in with the stuff Bakari knew, right?
No.
Yeah.
You
I can't have.
you know of his existence.
But I don't know about like the lingering death over in Dino Land.
Nope, not at all.
Well, you're real big. I don't know what could have hurt you like that. Do you remember what did it?
It just kind of stares at you for another solid minute before letting out another sort of lower but still very fucking loud sort of grumble, and then it turns and starts walking away from you.
Oh my god!
You offended it.
Oh no. We're tired of this conversation. Bye-bye.
It has seemed to have lost interest.
Wait, Ernest, sir, hold on. This is important.
Oh my god.
How much is your speed?
30 feet.
It's faster than you.
Okay. Ernest! Wait!
And he just continues walking away. He's sort of back on patrol now.
I use prestidigitation to make my voice louder. Alright, Mr. Ernest! I'll go about figuring out the good old riddle in my head. I'll do right by you. Thank you for watching over my family and me.
It doesn't respond.
Well, alright. I'm gonna go check my bread.
Talks to God. It goes to bread.
So, Girah,
It'd be like that sometimes, you know?
you did mention you wanted to do something, Girah.
Yeah.
Girah made all these wonderful sketches in the meantime.
You wake up a little bit after Glynhorn has left. It's a pretty chilly night. You sort of sit up, the dome's no longer around you. Illumia's sitting there with a big old fuzzy blanket.
Just right quick, Glynhorn didn't tell us that he was gonna go talk to God, right?
No.
Oh no. I just left.
You just went.
Cool. Give me like a hot second to roll something. Oh fuck.
No.
Cool. So that's a natty 1. Girah enters a full panic,
Oh no.
not seeing Glynhorn.
Ah.
Like,
Yeah, you do.
yeah. Running around checking the surrounding area first. And then it's probably gonna go and wake up Illumia.
Oh.
You do that. Illumia, you are awoken to a small panicking goblin.
What?
I don't know where Glynhorn is. He's gone. I
She'll just put her hands on Girah's shoulders. Tiny little shoulders. He tends to... how the fuck? He just tends to do that, I believe. He seems like the sort of soul who just wanders. Girah, If anything, he's probably okay. I mean, he befriended a family of T-Rexes while we were being chased and attacked by another. I think he'll be okay.
Crud. This needs to go into dice jail, I swear.
Huh?
That was the third natural one in a row.
Oh my god.
Ah,
I know.
cursed. Very cursed.
Cursed. Dice jail.
That's true.
Yeah, no, Gita is still very much so panicking.
Girah, I promise you, he's probably just working on his bread, if it's even there. If it's even there, I'd be amazed if it was. I'm sure he's okay. If there was danger, we would hear it. I'm not sure if Glynhorn's exactly a loud one, but if he was being severely hurt, I think anyone would scream. Especially because we are right here.
That's... When is this in relation to Ernest making
Glynhorn is currently taking care of the bread.
Okay.
I'm
Like,
currently
about-
taking care of the bread? Okay.
About to leave to go talk to Ernest.
Oh, I thought Gita woke up after he had left.
Yeah, you woke up after he left. He had some time to go there and start taking care of the bread before you woke up.
I definitely misunderstood. Wait, no. Before he left to go take care of the bread, or before he left to go meet with his god?
Bread.
Okay, so Glynhorn had not left the area as of yet.
No? Well,
Okay.
by the time you would have searched for him, yeah. He
I
would have
thought
been
this was
like...
the opposite way. Like, I'm flying back, and she woke up. And he woke up.
Nah, you and Girah woke up roughly at the same time. Girah a few minutes after.
Okay, but
So Glynhorn's
you
like...
already started looking when I flew away.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. The giant.
Gita, would Gita have noticed no clip Glynhorn flying
Yeah,
in
okay.
the air?
Can we roll perception on no clip?
Perception at disadvantage, it's pretty dark.
Yeah, that's fair. I've got dark vision, but that doesn't really mean much.
He's definitely more than 60 feet away.
That's fair. No, fair.
Please don't be another nut one.
Yeah. This dice also needs to go into dice jail because
Oh,
that was
my-
2 natural ones in a row.
Nope, you didn't notice him at all. In fact, you probably like ran right past him as he was flying and just didn't see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus. These dice. Okay, cool. Cool.
So what are
Cool.
you guys doing?
That is a good question.
Gita's a panicking little goblin.
How's Illumia taking this news?
She's vibing.
Dying.
She's vibing.
Illumia's vibing. Gita's panicking.
Girah, let's go and check the tavern. He might be in there. So, Illumia will get up and put the blanket politely to the side,
Uh-huh.
and they will enter the tavern.
Yeah, you go into the tavern. Quite literally.
It gets Jesus Christ.
Yeah, pretty much. You make your way to the tavern. You see a hole that was dug by some creature. That's new. Other than that, also the bread is in the oven.
How big is this hole?
How big is the hole?
Pretty decently big.
Is it Glynhorn sized?
No. Well,
Okay.
Glynhorn could fit in it.
Oh no. Oh no.
Not comfortably, but it could.
Wait, let me double check something real quick. Let me just double check the size of the thing real quick. Yeah, no,
These
it's
are chunky
definitely... Glynhorn could definitely fit inside of it.
That, oh my god. I need to get new dice. That's the 7th natural one of the night.
God!
What the fuck? What the hell?
Nature's balancing it out for all the nat 20s you got last session?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think-
Apparently.
I think it's finally catching up to Jess.
Yeah, I guess
It's
so.
all coming together.
The hell? Yeah, Girah immediately panics and is running towards that hole.
No.
Would-
No.
No. Yes. She's like trying to grab him to stop it.
yeah, contested strength.
Try.
Contested strength. Please have a nat
Contested
1.
strength to hold Girah back.
By this point, would they have heard the monumentous bellow from
Not
me
quite
touching
yet.
the spike?
Not yet.
There's a little bit more time.
Okay.
Lose it. I'm going to lose it. I'm going to actually lose it. That was a 2.
Oh!
Ah,
Okay, but what's the total
I mean,
number?
it's still like a 9 or something.
Okay, 13
But-
wins.
Does 13 still win? Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. What the heck?
I'm gonna turn
Girah,
on my lights
you
really quick.
attempt to run in, but Illumia sort of grabs you, sort of like her arms under you, then pulling up. You know how sometimes people hold like that?
And baby.
Then she kind of yanks
Small
you up,
child.
holding you that way to keep you. You're like struggling and trying to get out, but she's definitely got you in her grip.
Okay. If he's in there, I think he can handle himself. He managed to talk his way out of 3 T-Rexes.
What if it's worse than T-Rex's friend Illumia?
What?
What if this is worse? What if this is a Trask? Wait.
Does he know what a Trask is?
You can probably.
I don't.
They're known to exist in this world, so.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's definitely not a Trask size hole.
Girah's totally irrational at this point. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Literally
that's very
said
fair.
We have the very
9 things.
rational.
9 things under 3. Girah's totally irrational at this point.
Yeah, but Illumia is very rational, so maybe the balance.
Small boy was told stories of Tarask taking people as a kid. And now he's just stuck.
It's all full circle.
No.
Girah's lost so many people that he assumes the worst when anyone goes out of his 6-foot sight.
Yeah. A Taras could not possibly fit in that hole if it wanted to. It's one of its horns, perhaps, but I think we'd also see the Tarask. Bakari, you're not Bakari. I missed it.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
That was a 3! Sobbing! That's it! That's all Girah's doing is sobbing in Illumia's arms!
Okay, this is get your crying out. Okay, we're just gonna go cuddle in the lodge blanket. I think that's something. Oh, I see.
As you look up, you see the silhouetted figure of the giant as its hand sort of goes up and swats on the top of its head with a loud thud.
Jesus!
I love the thud.
I'm dying! What the heck? Okay, that was another fucking 2.
To be fair, this one's rational.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Hearing that, Girah kind of starts sobbing a little bit, and he's like, kind of hyperventilating a little bit. And he's like, what if he does that thing where he does the flying thing, and what if he went over there, and what if he's on the thing, and what if he oh my god.
I think we would have seen him flying. He's rather large. It's kind of hard to miss.
Would both of you like to make a perception check?
Yes, I'd love to. I'd absolutely love to.
Yeah, both of you
18.
can. Okay.
Ernest's eyes are like spotlights, right?
Oh,
Or-
sure.
Are they just
No,
Sure.
they just have a small glow.
Okay.
Sure. That's when I get a good fucking roll.
Uh-huh.
Duh. That's a 22.
I got an 18.
You don't see it, Illumia, but Girah, in your frantic, you sort of have a moment of clarity as you see a very tiny figure that's sort of zipping around in the sky right next to this hulking silhouette. It comes off of the head and sort of goes near the head. It comes off the top and sort of goes to the side of the head, and then you see the giant slowly turn and start walking away from it as the small figure tries to follow. It's sort of like sporadic flight pattern as it's no-clipping through the sky.
God. Gina's gonna try and get out of Illumia's hold.
Contested strength.
Contested strength.
Yep, contested strength.
Oh yeah, no, this might be. Yeah, no, that's a 3.
Yeah, no, I got much higher than that.
You get out.
Oh,
Like, it was only an 11, because I still am rolling like shit. But yeah.
Yeah, you managed to, like, struggle and writhe, and then you manage to squirm, and then suddenly you just push backwards with your arms, and then you launch out from her grip.
Yeah, we're running toward the floating figure.
You do that.
Well, actually, let me ask a quick question. 60 feet of movement, would I have been able to catch up?
You know what? You would.
Because it's just my bonus action to fly. I can action dash and then use my normal movement.
I mean, yeah, if you're that determined to catch up, it has a speed of 40, and it's not like it's running from you. It's just kind of going off on its own to do its thing. So if you really wanted to, yeah, you could.
Yeah, because there's just one last thing I wanted to do. Alright. Yeah. 60 feet of movement.
Then yeah, you see the figure, the tiny blip, just go right back to the head of the hulking giant. And we're gonna go real quick to Glynhorn. What is it you're doing?
Mr. Ernest, sir, I'll let you patrol if that's what you'd like, but I just wanted to say one last thing. And I'll go and I'll land on his shoulder.
It stops and slowly turns its head to you and stares.
It effectively sums up the same thing I said before of like, hey, thanks for watching over me and my family. You've been great. It's a pleasure meeting you. And then I'll jog up to its neck and like give it a hug. Or if there's like a tree or anything there, like within his eyesight, I'll like hug it.
The tree?
Okay. You hug it, and as you let go, you do see its hands sort of start to rise up again. It isn't menacing towards you, however, it does seem to kind of reactionary, like, the thing is on me again. I need to swat it. However, it's not doing it as fast this time, so you have ample time to get off and dodge if that's what you would choose to do.
Oh, you want to give me a handshake?
Oh
The hand gets closer. It's coming kind of fast.
Hey, alright. Here, I'll put out my hand.
Roll me a dex saving throw.
That negative intelligence.
Yes!
I forgot it had negative intelligence.
That's 14.
Oh my god.
I have like 8 intelligence, I think. Or 7.
You needed a 15 to dodge and take half. What's your health?
That's 36.
You take 29 bludgeoning damage as he swats you again.
Ow! Yeah.
God.
You're still up, but you're really hurt.
Yep.
And its head sort of goes down. It's not exactly looking at you anymore. Once you got close to the neck, it was sort of out of sight, so it couldn't see you, so it just kind of went by what it was feeling, and it felt you grab on and sort of reactionarily.
Yeah. I'm gonna start flying back.
Yeah, Girah.
It's like a cartoon. Like, you know when you see like a plane flying, but it's all fucked up and it's like sputtering?
Uh-huh.
It's the same thing.
It's like the fly when it gets hit.
Yeah.
Girah, you see the creature, it starts walking away, then you see the small blip go back over to it and land on it. You lose sight of it for a second. However, the giant stops, sort of looks over to the side, not looking at you, but in your sort of general direction. You can't discern what it's looking at exactly. And then after a couple seconds, it looks forward, and as it starts moving again, right onto its, like, the crook of its neck, close to the shoulder. As it continues walking again, you see that blip sort of rise up, go down, up, down. It's sort of falling. It's trying to fly, but very sporadically.
Oh my god! Girah's fucking booking it over that way. And kind of like muttering, like, probably not even like actually saying these words, but like the words going through his head is like, oh my god, please don't. Why would you go and, oh my god!
Yep.
Newfound friend, why do you have no sense of self-preservation?
You... Yeah. The creature moves on and begins walking its rounds. Bakari, I assume you fly back down to the others, because you can probably see them after a certain point. Yeah, fly to them.
Bakari does, in fact, fly back down to the others.
As Glynhorn lands Girah, you can see he's pretty well smushed. He's got maybe like a knocked out tooth or two, something like that. He's all bruised up from getting crushed by a giant hand twice.
Oh, hey, you two. It looks like you're up.
Okay, we all need a nap.
Jesus.
Hey.
God.
Yeah, I spoke with the big fella over there. He's my god.
We may need to...
You got, oh my gosh, I wish you got my fucking face right now, because that was another fucking natural one.
Okay, all your dice go to dice jail.
All of my dice just need to go to dice jail, I guess.
They need to be
What the
blessed
hell?
by himself.
I need a drink of water.
Nice.
Why does this one have another update? It has been 24 hours.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Girah runs up to Glynhorn, hugs him, and then smacks him.
Oh.
Roll to attack.
Oh.
Because there's a chance you can knock him out, and I want to see if this happens or not.
No,
I
that's
think
only
that one's fractured.
That's only a natural 20.
No, that's only fucking 11 to hit. That doesn't hit Glynhorn.
That doesn't hit. No, I have
That
an
does
18.
not hit him.
You go to smack, but it sort of lightly pats across his chest.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. And he's just like, why did you are so stupid. Why have you no self-preservation, newfound friends? What the fuck?
Oh, I think that rib's broken. I mean, you know,
I was sent here, the entire reason I'm out here in the first place is that he gave me a vision, right? So I thought, he'd be able to give me some guidance. And I flew up
His
there.
guidance was how many slaps?
I flew up there. He can't talk. He can just, he only answers yes or no questions because, he can't speak. So I couldn't get very far. But then there was this dangly thing on his head that was black and squiggly. So I flew up there and I thought it was like, I don't know, maybe it connects me to his head. So I poked it. And that's when he screamed because it hurt. And that thing screamed because it hurt.
Yes, generally you don't poke anybody's dangly bits.
And that was the first slap. And then
Well,
the second
reason.
slap was when I was offering him my thanks for watching over me and my family. And, I'd do right by him. Don't worry. I've got this entire thing under control. And then he started walking away. And I'm like, hold on. I want to give you a hug. So I landed. And I ran to his neck. And I gave him a hug. And I got swatted again. I thought he wanted to shake hands.
Girah looks at you
I'm actually
in bewilderment.
Keep in mind, you saw he wasn't going for like a handshake. He was fly handing that shoulder.
Yeah.
It couldn't have looked farther from a handshake.
We need to work on your perception a little bit.
I mean, I'm not a god. I don't know what his kind of handshakes are. I just kind of went with it.
Now phone.
Face in hand. Loud smacking sound as hand hits face.
Very fair.
Girah probably takes a D4 of damage as he hits his face so fucking hard.
Sure.
We're gonna need to talk about respecting your god a little bit. I don't think your deity is exactly an affectionate one.
Your god doesn't permit touchy time.
No touchy time!
I mean,
Full circle.
he seemed pretty happy to talk to me. It just, the conversation wasn't really going anywhere.
Well, you did touch his
So
dang. I don't think he appreciated that.
well, you see, you're misunderstanding something. It's not like these kind of dangly bits I got. It was like,
Just describing it with the word dangly bits. I'm a child. Who will you keep touching his dangly bits?
it was like this weird black amorphous blob that was standing up as a pillar, and from a distance it looked to have a solid shape. But as I approached, it seemed to react to my presence. And,
Really?
it looked kind of slime-like and kind of glowy, so I figured, I don't know, it's God business. Maybe it was on his head. I figured it'd plug me into his head. So I tried it. It didn't work out.
Glynhorn. You are saying that there was an amorphous, moving, black, slimy, gangly bit on top of his head, and you assumed, yes, clearly the most rational response is to touch it?
Well, I guess if we're being specific, it wasn't dangly because it was going up, so it's more like mobile.
It's mobile bits.
Audible smack. Again.
Roll to attack.
I mean, that's on Girah's
Oh,
head.
wait, yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, you don't have to.
I mean, that's a 19 to hit myself, which does.
I have a feeling the thing has a mind of its own, because when I touched it, my deity screamed in pain, but it also screamed in pain. I don't know what it was.
Perhaps that was just an extension of your deity.
I don't know. Maybe it was like sometimes you take a dip in the old community pond and, you come out with a leech or two.
I would hope a deity knows how to remove a leech.
Well, actually, it kind of seemed like he didn't really know it was there. I asked him if I could go look at it, and he just kind of gave me a blank stare.
Well, you said look, so I don't think he particularly cared that you were gonna look.
And I asked him how he got it, And that's when he left.
Maybe he doesn't want to talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
Glynhorn.
That could be it.
Do you normally look at things with your fingers?
That sounds like the parent of all them gobbles is coming out.
I
It sounds
mean, sometimes.
Again, audible
Look,
smack.
Can Illumia try to stop, or at least cushion the slap?
No.
Roll dex to put your hand in front of Gita's.
Yes.
Like,
Let me see what my dex is. Ah, beautiful. Miss Kia. 19.
like my eyes got
Sure.
a pretty good deal of perception, but your hands give you a whole new perspective. So if I don't understand something, I tend to try to grab it,
All right. New
give it a
rule of
once
thumb.
over, and figure it out.
General rule of thumb. If you don't understand it, do not touch it. Especially when it comes down to a deity. There's a lot of deity things going on there. And we will never understand the deity things.
Yeah, I guess that's true, unless I can find a way to plug my brain into Ernest's.
Why do you want to do that so desperately?
I want to talk to him.
He gave you a vision. I think he communicates with visions.
Oh, like, a one-on-one conversation.
As wonderful as a thought as that is, I don't think deities are particularly
Or maybe I'll just
personable.
give him a big chalk. Maybe they just write in the ground.
And Glynhorn, is that not what you just did?
Well, a little bit. A little more of a comprehensive one. For the most part, it was just confused stares from the both of us.
Face in hands. Face in hands. No audible smacking noises, but just both hands on face.
Oh, goodbye.
Oh, Joey, there he is.
Oh, sorry. Checked out there for a second. It must be this big old, dent in my head. I should probably fix that.
Probably.
Well, everyone is here and alive. That's the important thing. Now let's go back to sleep.
Oh, yeah. Do you want me to put the dome up again? I'll put the dome up again. Ah! My bread!
Yes, your bread is cooking.
I'm going to continue no clipping to the bread.
You no clip to the bread. I mean, it's been in there for maybe 10 minutes max. It's gonna be a little while before it's ready.
How's it looking?
It's looking.
It's looking.
All right. I'm going
It
to
looks
sit
like
right
that.
here. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go get some cheese and meat. Give me a second.
Are we gonna have a pizza finally?
I'll no clip to where the salted meat or whatever meat they got and cheese would be.
Roll perception to find meat that isn't destroyed or on the floor.
It's fine. I've eaten things off the forest floor before.
We have not.
It doesn't bother
Then
me.
yeah, you find some nice, tasty, rotting meat on the floor.
I love it. You'll love to hear it. Rotting.
Most of what isn't rotting has already been eaten, including some of the stuff that is rotting, actually.
Oh, so it's 13 perception check. If that matters.
There's rotting
Rotting.
meat on the floor.
Rotting floor meat.
It's like some
I wonder
maggots
if
in
they
it.
got beans. Do they got beans?
No, they don't got beans.
Was the cheese also with the meat, or is that a separate place?
Yeah, but I mean, the cheese isn't good. It's also getting pretty moldy.
Yeah, cheese is fine. I'll just cut off the moldy bits.
Rolling
I'll take the cheese and cut off the moldy bits.
Uh-huh. You have a block of questionable cheese.
Yeah.
I mean, cheese can last pretty long.
It can, but it's also been in like lukewarm temperatures for 3 weeks.
That is true.
Don't want to eat moldy cheese. If any part of your thing is moldy, you need to throw it all out.
You're right.
For
But
the
I'm
most part,
bored.
yeah. I would say, like, with cheese, especially if it's refrigerated and it's just, like, a tiny section, if you cut off, like, a decent portion, you should be fine, but
Yeah,
anything more is generally, I'm like,
This is a block of questionable cheese.
It just looks questionable.
Hey, Illumia.
Everything about it is questionable.
What's wrong?
I found this cheese in the back of the meat locker here.
Please do not tell me you're gonna put that in your mouth.
No, I was gonna ask you. You think it looks fine?
Do I need to even make an intelligence check on this?
It looks questionable.
I would not put that in my mouth.
I mean, you saw as he was cutting off the moldy bits, so it's like, I mean, it looks fine, but...
Should I make an intelligence check?
Sure, roll for cheese.
Roll for cheese. It's based on intelligence.
Yeah. Roll for cheese.
16 for the cheese.
Probably wouldn't be smart to trust it, but you never know.
I wouldn't. I would advise not to eat or use that cheese.
Well, that's a real shame. All right.
You are free to test it as you like,
No,
but
No.
Roll for cheese.
Roll for cheese. Roll for cheese.
Is there anything else besides flour in this kitchen that I can use?
Oh, what are you trying to do exactly?
I'm trying to find something to throw on this bread.
Roll perception.
Would Peter be able to find any honey in the nearby houses?
That's a 21. If they got like some honey, or if they got some like potatoes growing extra potatoes on them.
Oh my god,
there's
no.
Actually, some honey. It's mostly crystallized, so you'd probably need to warm it up a bit, but there's honey.
Ooh, all right. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about right here.
And I'll put it like in front of the oven, like on a stool or something. Like, just let the hot air blow it over time while it's cooking.
You do that.
Or baking, rather.
Yeah, you do that.
I'm just cushioning myself even more as time goes on.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Let me see here. Is there any salvageable tables in the building?
I mean, yeah. It wasn't really that part of the building that was demolished by the Rexes, so there's some tables.
Cool. I'm gonna take a table outside, plonk it down.
Uh-huh.
Then I'm gonna take 3 chairs outside, plonk them down with the table.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna have a sit down and I'm gonna say, all right, guys, breakfast, or at least a good pairing with breakfast should be done in like 30 minutes, 45 minutes.
What are you even cooking? Isn't it just bread?
Yeah, but I found some honey too.
Okay, I think honey would be okay.
Hey, want to play some Parcheesi?
What did you say?
There's some Parcheesi.
There's some what? There's some cheese?
I'm Glynhorn. I do not know what that is.
Hey, it's a forest game.
Clearly.
And Glynhorn, you are just saying words. They mean nothing to me. Please elaborate.
Well, look, it starts with some mushrooms, right?
Okay.
You find your mushrooms and you dig these squares into the dirt. And depending on how many people are there, you'll line up the mushrooms as diamonds on this square board of dirt. And then no one really agreed to the rules. We just know you move the mushrooms in the direction of other people's, And then eventually, when they reach each other, you throw them at each other real hard, and whichever one's less destroyed wins.
I had no clue that mushrooms were super effective against other mushrooms.
You'd be surprised. Sometimes you find some of these ones called chicken of the woods. Those are real sturdy.
Is
In
this
reality, the real strategy of it boils down to finding the best mushrooms.
just an overglorified version of chess?
What chess?
Do you know? Oh no! Hold on. Do you normally throw your chess at your opponent?
Yes. No, she does. I'm asking out a question.
I mean,
like,
if you're a
what is
hardcore gamer, no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah. Oh,
Out,
Now you
out
guys
of
are just
character.
kind of saying words to me. Oh, okay.
Out of character. Out of character.
you normally play chess, Emma?
No. It's
Now,
Oh, I
There's,
love
like-
chess.
I'm good at
Go to
civilization.
strat. throw chess pieces at other opponent.
I mean,
You win every
basically,
time.
You also get assault charges, which is a good first prize.
and you strategically throw them at each other in a sense, and then you knock them out. But that's based on strategy. So that's why I'm like, is this just chess? But with mushrooms and violence?
Bold of you to assume chess doesn't have violence.
I said,
I'm not gonna.
honestly, not really. I just improv whatever came to my mind first.
It reminds me
And
of
it
chess.
boiled down to those. It boiled down to that.
At first, I thought you were
There's no
like,
rhyme or reason as to how the mushrooms move. There just happens to be squares.
that's fair. At first, I thought you were describing, oh god, I don't even remember the name of the game, but it came from like Southeastern Asia.
Joey figured out something from Southeast Asia. He's only been in California his entire life.
And then you throw them at each other, and I'm like, what?
To be fair, there's kind of like multiplayer chess that the Norse had. It was like one person. So there are 4 groups, right, on the outside of the board, and I think there were multiple people that could control it, or maybe it was just one person. And in the center, in a different formation, because the other 4 were in like diamond formation or triangle. And in the center, it's more like a square, and you got your jarl, for lack of a better term, in the center, and your limited amount of troops there, and the entire point of the game.
We really did just go on a tangent about games.
Yeah,
We
yeah, we
did.
did. Did Joey
Because
just die?
Joey
Yeah,
did
he
just
just
die.
died.
Okay.
I was just curious because I'm like, what is this similar to?
I think it was just something made up.
Yeah, I know. That's why I asked. I was like, I wasn't sure if it was based off of something, so I was like, for Emma's reference,
Oh,
can
Yeah.
no.
Illumia's even more confused. Yeah, a lot of that was out of character. Hi, Joey.
Welcome back,
Yeah.
Joey.
Hello.
What was it you were saying? Get it as Jess?
Oh, as Glynhorn is explaining this game, Gina just looks around, looks at his 2 companions, and is just like, I am dreaming. This is a dream. This is a very bad dream that I am having.
When we thought we couldn't traumatize Girah more.
This is a result of being nearly eaten by a T-Rex 3 times.
3 times.
Oh yeah,
Count
this
it.
entire
1,
time.
2, 3.
Like, honestly, he's probably no cooking because his legs are broken.
Yeah,
He still hasn't fixed it.
after another 10-20 minutes of awkward no-clipping by Glynhorn, even though his legs aren't actually broken, they just hurt like they do. And trying to explain a game, the bread is done, you can smell it from outside even.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Mirror back.
You go in and you're greeted to a warm room lit by a fire. You can see from the outside the bread, it's definitely ready. It's like that perfect crispness. on the outer crust, and the honey is liquid, and that dark amber color that you usually want to see in like the finest of honeys. It smells divine.
Okay, this is very different from what you served earlier this morning. It's probably almost the next day by now, but
Oh yeah, you're starting to see the peaks of sunlight touch the sky.
oh, wonderful.
What do you mean? The last thing I cooked was great.
Anyways,
This is
I
a bad
told you
dream.
I'm a master cook.
This is a
When my
fever
mother
dream.
wasn't around, it was my job, and I picked up a lot.
This is a fever dream. This is a fever dream as a result of this. I am actually dying.
Come here, Girah. Have a seat in the middle of this road by this destroyed inn as we eat our daily rations along with this freshly baked bread and honey.
You're just gonna pinch himself.
Sure, roll a d4.
I'd imagine
4.
this isn't too
You
weird
deal
for
4
Illumia.
damage to yourself with a really hard pinch, and you do not wake up. You slowly begin to realize this is actually happening.
This is worse.
This is worse.
You-
To be honest, Illumia is probably not even weirded out, honestly. Considering, everything. I think this is probably the least weird thing that she's experienced, maybe. Who knows?
Definitely experienced weirder things. He's just doesn't even know what to do at this point. He's just kind of existing and confused.
Yeah.
It may be the least weird thing Illumia's experienced, but is it the stupidest? Is it the most jumbled of events?
Exactly. It might just be the most stupid thing. She's probably... Yeah, she's probably... Yeah, she'll be fine. She's fine. She's vibing. She doesn't care.
Well,
She's tired. She's eating.
you all sit and enjoy your breakfast.
Here, Illumia, get a little extra on your plate there. The honey will wake you up right quick.
Oh, I promise you, I am very awake.
The rations taste like the rations. They got
They
that
taste like-
usual dried meat taste, especially. However, the bread and the honey, they're perfect.
Choice.
Yeah, it's as you're eating it, it's almost hard to think of something that could have been a better choice for eating on this morning.
Chaos.
Time
Pure
passes
chaos.
as you enjoy your food. The light continues to slowly dance and reach across the sky. It's reaching that sort of blue haze all across the horizons. And you hear the clicking sounds of hoof across stone. Sounds like something's coming towards you.
Hmm.
I look over.
Suspicious.
You look over.
What? From what direction is it coming from? Like, from deep in town or from, like, the forest? Or road?
From the road coming into town.
Okay.
Also, would you say by the time, like, as we're eating, we take a short rest?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I want to regenerate some.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm probably just going to use all 6 of my hit die.
College.
Yeah, that's
Go
fair.
for it. I'm not going to blame you.
It's just the dice rolls, right? It's not plus anything?
Plus your constitution.
Oh, per dice or just the one?
I think per dice. I don't know.
I'll say per
Ethan?
dice.
Yeah.
'Cause I think that's a fair way to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 6 times 3, that's 6, 12, 18. 18 plus 27, that's something.
18
45?
plus 27, 45, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm at full health again.
Yay!
Hey.
With 2 points extra. That worked out.
Yeah. As well, what do you all do in response to hearing the hooves?
She's on edge, reasonably.
Gira's gonna hide.
But she also knows there's 3 T-Rexes that are territorial, so...
There's 3 territorial Rexes.
Um,
Glynhorn, as you look over, you see 3 elves. 3 elves that are sort of riding in your direction. The one in the center, who's riding a little bit ahead, is on a pure white stallion. He's decently tall, sort of slendered out features, incredibly elaborate armor with greens and golds and jewels on them, and
This
a
guy sounds
blonde,
familiar.
almost white hair. And then there's 2 elves that look like they might be his entourage going with him. And as they come up closer, they notice you and slow down. And what might you be doing in a abandoned city in the middle of a road next to a destroyed-looking tavern eating... Is that freshly baked bread and honey?
oh yeah,
Well,
it's real nice.
We're having
You want some?
breakfast.
I think not. What the hell are you all doing here?
Oh well, I can explain that. It might take a while. It's a long story.
Girah, you recognize the voice, by the way.
Figured I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you see, it all began about a couple days back in the forest where I'm from in the south. I met Illumia here and my other friend Girah somewhere.
No,
Girah, you say?
Gira's
Oh
hiding.
yeah.
No.
Does Girah happen to be a small goblin? Male, carries a big axe.
Oh yeah, a real sweetheart.
Thanks,
Really?
Mom. Audible
Well,
thanks, Mom.
but
Does
yeah.
your friend happen to be here?
Yeah, he ran off somewhere. I think he had to go to the bathroom. But so he employed us to take us over in this direction because apparently one of his friends died on the road here, and we had to check out Ascot as well because that was also part of his story. So we came here. We saw what happened. We came to Ascot to further check up, and everyone was gone. So we went off to investigate what had happened exactly, and there was a big feller over there.
Big That's
I mixed some dough to rise, and then a T-Rex popped its head in, tried to eat me, but then I made friends with 3 of them, and then the neighboring family of T-Rexes showed up, and then we killed them. But so now it's just the 3 T-Rexes here, of which we're in their territory. But I'm friends with him, so it's fine. Or at least for me, Girah and Illumia. I could talk to them about you. And then
They're a little freaked out, like, what the fuck?
we were really hurt, so we went to sleep in the middle of the road. And then come morning, I flew up to Ernest. By the way, the big feller was Ernest, my deity. I flew up there. I had a conversation with him. I landed on his head. I touched the dangly bit there. He didn't like that. He swatted me. And then I flew off, and then I flew back, landed on his shoulder to continue the conversation and to end it on a hug. And I hugged him, and then he was lifting his hands toward me, and I thought he was going in for a handshake. I don't know. I'm not a god. How would I know? I went with it, and then I got hit again, and then I sputtered my way back down here. My legs felt broken, so I just floated. And I floated into the kitchen. I took my bread out of the oven. I warmed up the honey. I took the table out here. I got the chairs, and then we sat down and we had some breakfast. And then through whatever magical willpower I have within me, I healed my wounds of being smashed by my deity twice. And then you guys showed up.
You could have done with saying you were passing through and stopped for breakfast, but I suppose your life story is taken note of.
He's so confused. Note to self: do not get close to the big thing. Get the fuck out of here.
Rexes, you say?
Oh yeah, there's a big feller nursing, and his little one, his daughter, and then the big mama.
Oh. God, they're spawning.
Oh god, they're spawning.
But yeah, you should probably stick with me if you don't want to get chomped.
Well, we're gonna
At least that way I can explain things.
We're going to have to capture them and, God damn it. God's damn it. I would recommend you all get out of here. Is there a particular way you're heading?
We were gonna go to a city somewhere on the yonder.
The Nasserin, you say?
Mm-hmm.
He sort of looks over at the dead horses. Well, I suppose you're in luck. We're heading that way ourselves. We took this because it's shorter than going all the way around. You talked to the giant.
Oh yeah. He's real pleasant. He woke up. He doesn't know why.
He smacked you twice. I wouldn't call that pleasant.
I mean, the first time was kind of my fault. I didn't expect it to hurt him. So it's more like just scratching an itch. The second time, I think he assumed it was going to happen again because he couldn't see me because I was on his neck. But the third time's the charm. I'm just going to hug his tusk the end time.
Fuck.
I don't even know how to respond.
I'm just going to pretend I didn't hear that.
You can't capture that shit.
Anyway, though, it seems like he wants to stay here. I don't really know. He can only answer yes or no questions. I don't have enough information to ask why.
Do you happen to know where those Rexes went?
No, not really.
Oh,
we fell asleep in the middle of the day.
To be sure.
Oh, wait, on that topic, though, capture, what do you mean by that?
They're not from here. We need to capture and relocate for the sake of keeping the natural order of things in Tevrith intact.
If we wait for nightfall, I could do a flyover and, look around.
Well, we need a lot more men than me and my entourage, as well as you.
Oh,
three?
I
Is there
can
more
prep
of
them.
you?
Lumia's just enjoying her bread and honey.
Well, let me say this. I brought up the topic of relocating with him yesterday. He said although he misses being where he was from, he feels it's safer for his daughter to be here because she didn't have to grow up in the jungles of his homeland.
Yes, and that's all well and good, but we do intend to move people back here at some point, so they're not going to be able to stay.
What if I convince them to go over to the forest where I'm from?
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
All of my people are followers of Ernest, so we got no problem taking in a family of nature's beauties.
I'll discuss it with the Queen. At a certain point, that's just out of my control. I just give information and follow orders.
Alright. Yeah, I mean, I kind of swore allegiance to them, too, for protecting me and my friends, so hopefully we come to an agreeable understanding.
Feel free to take it up to the Queen, but ultimately it's her decision.
Of course.
If you would like, I suppose we could lend you extra horses and move as a sort of caravan, so that you can make it to Nasserin safely.
Sure. Let me find Nurzin first.
Nurzin?
Yeah, that's Papa's name.
Oh, it has a name.
The three of them do.
Right.
But at least fill them in on what may be coming in the future.
I'd prefer you didn't, to be quite honest.
I mean, once you speak with them, they're real reasonable folks.
I would rather not, thank you.
You guys just wait here with
No.
Illumia.
That won't be necessary. Stop!
Is it still?
What? What was that, Joseph? Oh, Joey. Joey went silent. What's Girah doing?
Dying.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Slowly dying. This is a general guy, right?
Yeah, General Colbert.
Yeah.
It's him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Girah's just kind of existing, dying, silently face palming.
You're just like hiding under the table, right?
Yeah, wherever.
I'll say roll stealth real quick.
Okay. Jesus. God. Glad I have a fucking +7 in that. Jeez. That's only a 16.
You managed to go unnoticed for now.
Oh, good.
So they are offering to give you a ride, so that might not last. Fucking hey.
I'm dead. I've died.
So... What the hell?
Girah doesn't even know what's happening at this point.
In all honesty, neither does Glynhorn. He's confused as fuck.
Illumia is just kind of ignoring their existence.
Yeah. They seem a little bit weirded out by you, Illumia, because of your
Elfiness.
different
also-
elfiness. But
yeah, she knows what they are. She's side-eyeing them
Hello.
a little bit.
hello again, Joseph. What was it you said you were doing?
I had a random phone call. My bad.
All good.
Is it still dim because like just the turn of morning?
No, it's getting increasingly more light.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna use my channel divinity to make the dome of darkness. And I'm gonna start no clipping. Oh, don't worry, guys. Just stay here with Illumia.
No.
I got this
Please
under control.
don't you dare get those Rexes.
Glynhorn away!
I swear to God, oh my fuck. Oh, damn it.
He's going to.
Damn it, all the hells. What's your name? He sort of points at Illumia.
I believe he already introduced me. I'm not sure if you were actually listening or...
I was
just
listening, but that was a lot of information at once. Work with me here.
She just kind of cocks her eyebrow. Alright, I mean, I didn't even pay.
It's been a bit of a week. And this is not helping.
Really?
Your sarcasm is noted and not appreciated.
Your existence currently is not being very appreciated by yours truly, but my name is...
Oh my god.
I'm the one offering you a ride.
Yes.
God damn it!
You stumbled across the wrong one. She does not like them.
As Illumia says that, you just hear chuckling emanating from underneath the table.
Girah's down for this.
Is that you, little goblin? He's sort of like kind of leans to see under the table, but he's not exactly like... He's a little focused in between all three things right now. Anyways, Illumia, I would say pleasure, but I think that's vastly run out. I'm General Kulva. Can you get him to stop?
Afraid
At all?
not.
Oh, damn it. Alright. If that's you, Goblin, you can come out.
I am good down here.
Honestly, if it weren't for the fact that I don't think that would help, I would join you. I'm not a fan of Rex's.
Not terrible. Oh my god, this mic. These ones are not terrible. The ones yesterday did try to eat me. 3 times. It was not ideal.
Now, see, I've roughly had that same experience. So, not a fan, especially if there's more than one.
Okay, I am back again. What did I miss? My bad.
Illumia roasted General Kolvar.
Yeah!
Kolvar was attempting to speak with them, and it didn't end well.
No, he kind of got roasted. Just a
Yeah.
little bit.
What are you doing?
Being a high elf for Illumia.
He just asked Illumia if she could help get Glynhorn to stop.
He roasted him.
Yeah, Glynhorn, use a brow, roll me perception.
It's always the same place, though. Like, I've had other drivers tell me, like, oh, this place always gives me problems with the GPS.
It always does a lot of. Sorry about that.
No, it's cool, don't worry.
But a lot of things do that. A lot of times now, I'm gonna remember this. So I'm going to, and if I deliver here, I won't call you.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, sis. You're all set. Have a great night.
You too.
Crunch munch.
Crunch munch.
No problem.
Roll me a quick perception, Joey. See if you can find the Rexes.
Oh, in the meantime,
Damn.
I'm gonna say Illumia has been wearing her cloak probably this whole time. She's probably securing it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Let me check this off real quick. Yeah. Culver kind of takes note of that, and he sort of like leans a little bit to see if he can see under the hood and stuff.
Vicious.
I don't believe you're kind of familiar. Do you happen to be a dark elf or something?
Of sorts.
Interesting. Never seen them in this region before. How'd you come across Everest?
Travels.
Well, that's very general.
It do be true though.
It is. When did you happen to come here, then?
I have my reasons, as I'm sure you do, for trying to pry open my sword.
Well, of course I do. It's my business to know things, sadly.
Well, sadly, you're not getting an answer from me.
More chuckling.
Girah is so down for this. He's like, hell yeah. Go for it. Yeah.
He sort of looks at the table and sort of glares at Girah through the table.
More chuckling. Chuckling increases. Chuckling intensifies.
What a little gremlin.
I got news, Benson. It's important.
Yeah, roll perception, Joey.
Sorry, there was a lot of things happening at the same time.
It's all good, man.
That's a 22.
Yeah, you find them. They're on a morning patrol. It's just the dead.
Tongues.
Yeah.
There's in.
Sort of looks at you. Yes.
Hey, good morning. So,
Two things. You don't gotta worry about the big feller over there. That's my god.
Jesus Christ.
I do not care.
And number
enough.
two, a trio of elves rolled in, wondering where they were because they're apparently wondering who we were because they're crossing over into the city over the mountains. And I guess they're with the elf government or something. They
And I
mentioned
should.
that. I'm getting to the important part. They mentioned that uh, that they're going to need to clear the area so that everyone else can move back in here. I told them, hey, you know, this is currently occupied by your family. This is your territory now. Probably not the wisest decision. And then he grumbled and he said, well, oh no, we're going to have to capture them and relocate them. And I'm like, wait, hold on. I'm on their side here. Can we come to an agreement here or something? And then I brought up, if it's really that big of a deal, maybe we could relocate you guys over to my forest where my family is. If it has to be that way, because I'd rather, avoid another big confrontation.
Roll
And
persuasion.
and then he said he's not sure. He's just here to deliver orders. He has to ask the queen because apparently he knows the queen, and it'll be the queen's final decision. But if they choose to capture and relocate, I think they're taking you back to your homeland if it turns out that way. But I told them, that's a no go. So then I flew over here to tell you what may be coming in the future and what potential options there may be.
Roll persuasion.
That's an 11.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, no, actually, hold on. I don't think it is. I'm thinking perception.
So
No,
it might be
persuasion is
even
also
lower.
+5.
Oh.
So it is in fact an 11.
He sort of growls and bares his fangs.
Uh-oh.
If they attempt to remove us from my home, then they will die trying.
Very fair.
I mean, that's what I told him too. I told him it wasn't a good idea, and I'd be on your side if it came to that.
Then it's best that you inform them of their situation.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fly back now.
I have a child to hunt. Have a good morning.
Oh, you're looking for the kid.
Yes.
No, I thought it was coming down to just, letting nature take its course.
On the small chance it lives, it will be a threat.
That's a good point. All right, then. Happy hunting, Erzin.
He sort of starts walking again.
Tell everyone I said hi. As I no-clip away.
Oh my god.
You eventually no-clip back to a distressed-looking Kolvar, as well as a giggling goblin under a table, and a snarky-looking Illumia.
Hell yeah.
All right, Kolvar. Oh, wait, I don't know your name. All right, elf person.
Alright, no.
General Kolvar,
All right.
Pleasure to
Alright,
make your acquaintance. I'm
Increased chuckling.
can't say the same for the elf and the goblins being quite rude.
Pleasure to make yours too. My name is Glynhorn.
I'll take note of that.
So you see, I'll come back with less than fortunate news.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Nerzen's pretty confident that this is his territory. He said, if you come running, he won't go down without a fight.
Glad to know that I'm going to be spending the all day doing paperwork then. Thank you for that.
And that's just one, and I have. Oh, fucking
Potentially, if we can get the okay from your queen, that might convince them otherwise. But he said, if it's coming down to capturing, it's going to be a dangerous escapade.
If it weren't for the fact that this was one of the largest cities in the entire continent, then I'd be inclined to agree. However, we have a lot of homeless people right now. I don't think the Queen will be quite so moved unless you make a really good case. Good luck to you, though.
I mean, do you know the Queen?
I'm basically her right-hand man. I run everything for her. Yeah, I know her.
If Meredith.
Oh, then that's that's right up this alley. Then, you can come with me, and we can present the case of relocating them over to my side of town.
For the sake of keeping
without violence.
For the sake of keeping my job, I'm going to feign neutrality and not get involved. However, I might be able to squeeze you in to meet her. That's
That'd be great.
The best I can do.
Do you know if the Queen has any children?
Oh! Excuse Glynhorn.
Roll perception real quick.
Okay. Oh, was Meredith onto something? Was Meredith fucking onto something? Ooh, was Meredith onto something?
That's 19.
You see his face go flush a little bit.
Oh!
No, she's not even married. She's the sovereign ruler alone.
Oh, Meredith was fucking onto something, bros.
All right.
Never married.
Maybe she can appeal to maybe I can appeal to the feelings that her mother may have had for her. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for the help anyway.
I personally wouldn't recommend the mother idea, but just present your case as is. Don't try to appeal to anything.
Oh, okay. I'll take your advice. You know her better than I do.
Meredith was fucking onto something. She was right.
Maybe a little.
Meredith fucking knows.
Anyways, my men, he gives a snap and they start getting off their horses and leading them over to the carriage. They'll get them all hooked up. What business do you have in an Alcerin, if I may ask?
We are searching for, well, I am searching for something rather personal for me.
As for me, my buddy Ernest over there, my God, he's real proud of that fact.
As I am sure he is.
He gave me a vision a couple weeks back that, the world's coming to an end.
Well, no shit.
I have seen the twilight of our world, and he sent me, on a mission to try and fix it. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. So I'm just going with the flow at the moment. I figure in Alcerin's, a big place, I can read a lot of books and maybe come back with more information to ask, maybe clarify some things.
Well, it is admittedly the largest city, and our library is quite knowledgeable, so you should be able to find something, I think.
Oh, she perks up a little bit at the mention of a library, but only a little bit.
And in the event that I do fail in my mission, spend whatever time you can with your loved ones. It's gonna end bad.
With your loved ones, specifically General Kolvar.
I'm alone. None to call close in that sense, but will be noted in case something happens in the future. Anyways, let's just get this over with. The horses get all set up and the two elves sort of hop in the back. Or actually, they hop in the front.
Yeah, I was
they're
about
gonna
to
drive
say,
you guys.
they're gonna let us drive? That's a terrible idea.
A poor decision,
I mean,
really.
originally I thought, they probably would, but also it's their horses, so nah.
Yeah.
Oh, if you want me to drive, I got no problem doing that. You know, I've been working on the wrist mechanics of it.
The wrist mechanic?
The wrist mechanics?
The wrist mechanic.
Yeah, look, come here. Hand me the reins real quick. I'll show you.
Jesus.
As you look, you recognize this one, Girah, as Ezron, the guard that you were making small talk with when you were in.
It's Ezron.
In Walden.
Friends.
I think we've got it. Thank you, though. These horses are quite well responsive to our commands, so don't worry about it. Nice to see you again, Girah. He sort of gives a small wave.
And Girah, oh my gosh, it's nice. Girah waves back and it says, hello.
Illumia will sit next to Girah.
I am serene,
so,
I am dreaming.
We should really get out of here. Honestly, that'd be the best advice right now.
Yeah.
Nerds is not too happy, but he's preoccupied with other business. So let's leave while we can.
Then yes, let's get going. Then they all sort of flick the reins, and you guys head off to Melset. And
oh shit, my honey! Hold on.
We're stopping already. Clover sort of looks back and he sees you're grabbing the honey. No.
Alright, I'm ready.
You could always just okay, I don't Flicks.
Flicks. Yep.
It's been having a week and this has only made it more interesting. It takes a few hours, but you guys go from the plains, eventually hit a bit of a crossroads. You go into the forest. It's a lot thicker than the forest around Entwood. You almost get a sort of magical aura that permeates throughout the entire forest.
Suspicious.
Yeah, it's not necessarily malicious in any way, but it's also not inherently good either. It's just, it exists.
Suspicious.
This place gives me the tingles.
Yeah. You go through for another... Takes you about a day or two to get through the woods, actually. It's quite far. However, a few days pass, nothing really happens. And then you eventually find yourself at two diverging paths. To the right, you can see there's a sort of... There's a tower, however, it seems to be, like, built into a tree, or perhaps the tree grew into it. There's branches that extend through that seem to have, like, staircases built on them. And then to the left... Oh?
I was gonna say, hey, General Kolvar.
Yes?
That tower over yonder.
Yes? Oh?
Oh?
Rip Joey?
Quick question while we wait for Joey to return from death.
Yes.
Does Illumia have any recollection of Tower?
You recognize both the tower and the city itself.
Yeah, I figured the city, but the tower.
Yeah,
Okay.
you do recognize the tower.
Okay, no specific notes about it, just it's recognizable.
There's a faint memory.
A faint memory.
Can't really put your tongue on it, though. Or your finger on
Okay.
it.
Gotcha.
I'm back.
Yeah.
That tower over yonder looks a bit like my home. We try to work with nature in making our structures, but that's a whole other level.
It is, isn't it? I'm honestly quite fond of it. However, we sadly weren't the ones that built it. Our ancestors did. The entirety of the city has been sort of refurbished after their disappearance, and we've sort of made
Your
it home.
ancestors, you say?
Yes.
Who might they be?
They were an ancient race of highly advanced elves. The Foreclaimers is what they were known as, I believe, in your tongue. They were absolute masters of engineering, to be quite frank. I admire them dearly. But then again, so do most of the people in Unseddon. We take pride in our heritage, to say the least.
Well, I don't really look like you guys, but that tower over yonder is real pretty. I appreciate it. I feel just as much as you do. Wow.
No, perhaps if you're lucky, you'll be able to visit it.
They sound real neat.
If you have
I'd
the
like to
chance.
meet one day.
Agreed,
Hey,
to be
Ethan.
quite frank. Yes.
Is that tower reminiscent of the other 3 towers that,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, it's one of those towers.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was the last tower.
Yeah.
However, this one, more so than the others, it's surprisingly much more elvish in design, and it has sort of glowing lines that pulse and permeate throughout the entire structure, even in some of the tree itself.
Suspicious.
Oh,
Here.
Joey died again.
Hey, Girah's just kind of intensely staring at that tower.
Very fair.
Illumia's gazing at it.
Doesn't
Glancing.
appear to be malicious anyway. It seems like a near inexplicable blend of nature and technology. Of course, technology meaning just about anything to you, Girah.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's basically just big glowy tower.
Yeah.
Big
I mean,
glow thing
Girah's
over.
not stupid. Girah has an intelligence of 12. But he
Yeah,
also
but I mean,
doesn't
like-
care.
I mean, it's not so much as a stupid, it's more of like there's such little reference to what this could be.
Oh, yeah.
Like
and
you-
also, like, Girah's level of care for, like, the magic stuff is, like, it exists. This is all I need to know.
That's fair. I mean, it is very reminiscent of what you've seen in the other towers. It's just different.
Suspicious.
What was I gonna say?
What
Oh
were
yeah,
you gonna say?
and like an hour after we left Ascot and started traveling. I'm assuming me, Girah, and Illumia are all in the back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just see Glynhorn eyeing that pot of honey real hungry.
Glynhorn, you know you can just have it, right?
I mean, I was gonna wait to ask you guys if you wanted some more.
No, I'm quite fine, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm good. Please eat
You
the honey.
sure? It's
Yes.
real good.
Of course.
He says with like a bit of saliva starting to pull like at the corner of his mouth.
Yes, you are absolutely free to just indulge yourself in the honey.
Please eat the honey.
Cool. He takes the weird wand of honey
Uh-huh.
and he just starts like munching on it like a lollipop.
Hell yeah.
He'll bring it up and like put it in his mouth, suck it off, and then dip it in again and just consume the pot.
Like children do with fries and ketchup.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, he likes honey.
As you enter the city, there's large walls with spiraling towers at each intersection. At the center, there's a door that almost seems to be moved by the trees themselves. As it opens, you see the branches kind of contorting and weaving in a way that forces the doors open. You go through, and it is a bustle of people, unlike definitely unlike anything you, Glynhorn, or you, Girah, have ever seen. There's, quite frankly, not too much of other races. There might be the occasional halfling or a human here or there, but it's mostly elves. They're all pretty much none. There might be one.
Hey, brother.
Hey there, brother. He sort of waves as he's walking into a shop. All of these buildings have the same sort of lions, however, none of them are glowing. And towards the very back of the city is this large tower that has sort of segmented circular sections, half circles. They sort of stop maybe 50 feet away from it. They drop your cart off in your a stable that's there. They detach the horses, and then they get on, and Kolvar looks at you. Well, here we are. Welcome to Nossedin.
Yeah, this place is real pretty. Wow.
Illumia will hop off.
Yes,
Thank you guys for the ride. I look over my shoulder at the horses.
It is appreciated.
the horse is just kind of...
That's
Yeah.
all Illumia says. She just says it is appreciated before walking off.
Do you know what her deal is?
Oh, what?
Oh, the Illumia. She's quite rude, to put it bluntly.
I've never seen her as rude, just contemplative.
She was quite bloody rude to us.
They're just
She's
more
always
blunt.
appreciative of me, I think.
Ah, good to know.
I think she is just more blunt with her feelings.
I suppose that would explain a bit.
Oh, and Girah has his hood, like, totally pulled over his face, like, traveling cloak secured.
Hell yeah, we are
Very fair.
hooded squad.
And you do notice you are getting looks from the different people, but it's less of a ew, what is that? And more of a, oh, there's people that aren't elves coming into town, and they're with the general.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna wave over at everyone that looks at me.
Oh yeah, they all wave back.
So Kolvar,
Yes,
thanks for the ride here.
of
Two
course.
questions. Should I just wait? Should I tell you where we're staying? Is there any particular place where you want us to stay? So you can report back to me for the queen thing.
Personally, I would say...
Or can you just find me wherever? And actually, now that I think about it, I could just pop a message in your head and tell you where I am.
Oh my
That's
god.
very concerning, however, I suppose that works. Sure.
Yeah.
Feel free to go and do as you all will. I'm not one to... It might be a bit while before I get back to you, to be honest. I have a lot of work to do.
That's fine. Don't worry. I'll check back in like a day or two.
Tell you what. If you'd like, message me around 5-ish. We can discuss at dinner, if you'd like.
Oh yeah, that sounds
Look at
real
Glynhorn,
pleasant.
he's getting a dinner date.
Yeah, Girah wiggles his eyebrows.
That extends to all three of you.
Oh.
Still, eyebrows are still being wiggled.
What the hell are you doing with your eyebrows?
I think I look a little more cowish, but every once in a while when I'm in these other towns where there's not many furbolgs, there's some guys, they like calling me Bear sometimes.
I don't really understand.
Ooh.
Do you know something about that coal bar?
No, quite frankly, I wouldn't.
He says as he's fucking blustering away.
No, I have no idea why people would be calling you bears of all things. However, enjoy your stay.
My best guess is that Kolvar just hasn't realized he's just an oblivious guy. He just doesn't know yet.
There's a whole other side of coal bar he hasn't figured out yet. I think it's awakening time, ladies.
This is the awakening.
Is there anything else you all need before I go to work?
Oh yeah, could you point me in the direction of the library?
Yes, the library is actually, well, there's a smaller one that's in town. However, if you're looking for the good stuff, you're probably best off trying to get to the tower.
Ooh, tower.
I can probably get you an appointment. Give me about an hour.
Alright, I'll start making my way that way then. I'll just flit about for an hour.
Yeah, of course.
You know, I'll look for a place to stay while I'm waiting.
In fact, here, he sort of snaps a couple of times, and, Ashran, sort of gets off his horse and gives the rein to the other guard. Ashran he can be your entourage while you're here.
Yay!
He'll be able
Pleasure to meet you, Ashran. My name's Glynhorn.
Oh, Ashran, pleasure to meet you. He'll be sticking with you while you're here. Enjoy your stay.
Yeah, I'll do just that.
Do
Alright.
not die of boredom
Bye,
while you
Kolvar.
do paperwork.
I haven't slept in days.
Oh dear. Oh no. Shit! Shit!
Stop!
Shit!
Not in
Days. Oh
Mode activated!
The sleep stick!
He immediately, as he was like walking away waving, and he immediately turns back and he's like, "Friend Kobar."
Yes, he's like in the process of moving away on the horse, but then he stops and looks back at you.
Please get some sleep.
I will promise nothing.
Friend Kobar, if you do not attempt to get some sleep, I will knock you out.
Okay.
This is a threat.
Well, you know, Girah, I got a nifty little spell here that I can put him to sleep if he wants
Oh
to.
god.
Roll for persuasion.
Who?
Persuasion?
In fact, roll for intimidation, actually.
Okay.
Oh,
my gosh.
persuasion would have been so much funnier. Like he's actually considering an excuse to go to sleep.
It would
Wait,
be funny.
who's rolling?
You're the one that's threatening him to his face.
That's fair. What am I doing? Intimidation?
Yeah.
Sick.
Okay, yeah, that's a 19. No, sorry, it's -1. It's an 18.
He sort of shifts a little bit. Attack me and it's treason, however, no promises on the sleeping. I have a mountain of paperwork to get to. Have a nice day. He quickly flicks the reins and just zooms off.
Bye, Kolvar. So, Girah,
Hello.
there's a whole lot of people here. You want to ride in my bag or like on my neck?
Mm,
You can get a better view of everything.
friend Ashran,
Yes. Yes.
on a scale of 1 to completely murdering me, how friendly are people here to goblins?
We don't have visitors often, however, we like to be as hospitable as possible to those who do arrive. In terms of goblins, you're definitely a rare breed, and we haven't had good...
Breed.
We've definitely had a lot less pleasant interactions with goblins in the past. However, as long as you don't do anything to provoke anyone, you should be fine. It's not unheard of to have had a goblin through the city before.
Hood gets pulled down more over face.
He sort of kneels down and pats your shoulder. Based off of my interactions with you, you'll definitely be fine. You're a complete sweetheart.
I am an evil being.
You just threatened the general to his face over not getting sleep. I'm sure you're fine.
No, it's because Ashburn would do the same.
Nope.
So I think you'd rather
I am
walk.
pure evil and spite.
Not just anyone gets to insult the general to his face and gets away with it. I'm pretty sure you're on good terms.
Pure evil.
Best boy.
I'm not.
God, at the mention of not sleeping for several days, sleep stick just went straight to my head.
Yeah.
That's so good.
It's been almost a week for him.
Oh no.
If it makes you feel any better, he should sleep soon eventually, maybe.
Friend Ashton, that is not very... Oh my god, I've just forgotten the word.
Calming?
Reassuring.
He has like one of those sort of half smiles, like he's trying to be comforting, but also he knows it's not being comforting, but he's putting a best effort. It's more of wishful thinking.
Girah just probably pats, like, I bet he can reach, like, his knee. Like, his knee is probably...
He is knelt down.
Oh, he's still down?
Yeah, no, he's still not down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just kind of pat shoulder and be like, I wish I still had your optimism.
I wish I still had your optimism.
It has been waning ever more since the war started. I'm just lucky to not be out on the front lines. And he stands up. Well,
I'm assuming for the most part I'm like the tallest thing here, right? So I got a good view
Easily.
of like every street sign.
easily.
Okay. So Girah, do you just want to walk, or do you want a good view of stuff?
I will walk. It
All
is
right.
best that I draw as little attention to myself as possible.
Okay.
I have
All
not
right,
always
Ashton, where
had
do you?
good interactions with other individuals.
I mean, every interaction we've been with has been fine.
Didn't you just mention getting attacked by Rexes a few days ago?
Yeah, and now 3 of them are my friends.
I suppose you're not wrong.
So, Ashton, where should we head to then? We got an hour.
Well, depends on what you want to do. There's some lovely restaurants around town. The city has some amazing shops. I suppose it just comes to what you want to do.
Well, I'm looking for a crystal of sorts. Where would I begin to look for that?
Well, there's a couple jewelry stores.
It
What
would
kind
not
of
merely be jewelry.
what kind of crystal would that be, if I may ask?
A sort that can channel magic, simply.
Well, there's a magical component shop. You might be able to find what you're looking for there.
It's a bit on the rare side.
The large tower probably has magical gems.
The only gems in the tower are the ones that belong to our ancestors.
Yes, I'm studying those, so
Study?
yes.
Well, I guess in that case, we'll be going there in an hour anyway.
I mean, you might be welcome to look at them. I'm not
Yes.
entirely sure how willing they are to... Are you trying to keep one, or...
Only to study.
Good luck with
Yeah,
that.
I think that translates to just looking. But
Good luck. You might be able to look at one and study it inside the confines of the building. Other than that, however, good luck with that.
she just kind of shrugs almost like indifferently and just goes off.
You know what sounds good? Let's go check out a magic shop, and then we'll go find a place to stay. Oh, hold on, Illumia.
Well, of course, what kind of magic are you looking for?
Yeah, magic stuff, items.
Well, I mean, there's items, there's a tattoo shop that does these lovely magic tattoos, actually.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Yeah. There's also that component store that I was talking about. Items. I believe we should be able to find you something. Come on. He starts walking through town. Pretty excitedly.
Hold on,
actually.
everybody.
Illumia
Hold on,
will
everybody.
Oh,
slightly follow after, but
I reach down and I grab Ashvin's hand. I just envelop my hand around it.
he's making moves. He's making moves.
Come here, Illumia. Let me see your hand, too.
what are you doing?
I'd rather not. I think I will be fine.
Well, whenever I would travel through a populated area with my mother, her first resort was grab on and don't let go. I don't want to lose anybody.
You don't need to worry about me. I can traverse these streets with ease.
All right. What about you, Ashford? You good?
I feel like if I were to move my hand, you would probably crush it. So I'm not going to fight it in fear of losing my fingers.
Am I squeezing that hard? I thought I'm being gentle.
You are being gentle, but your hand is massive and mine is not.
Oh, it's all right. If you don't want it, I won't do it. I ruffle his head. I was about to say I ruffle his feathers, but
His feathers
Kia!
Not quite a bird boy.
Ruffle Kia's feathers.
that's what I was thinking. Like I tuned back to Kia. And I'm like, no, it's wrong.
Nope,
person.
that's not Kia. Wrong short person. Wrong short person.
But, okay.
Off we go.
Glynhorn didn't even ask you that. I actually love that. That makes me very
What
happy.
happened?
One second.
What happened?
Glynhorn didn't ask you that. I love that.
I mean, I'm assuming Girah's fine. I already asked if like he wanted like a higher spot to look at, and he said no, he's fine walking.
I love it. Like, I appreciate it. It makes me happy.
So, he sort of excitedly guides you all through the town, and eventually you find a nice little shop. There's like some books and stuff that are scattered about in it, as well as some pretty basic looking items, and there's a sort of there's an old human there that's running it. And he's sort of like turned away from you guys, fumbling around with some items. And Ashton kind of opens the door and holds it for all of you as you go in.
Yeah, all right. Let me duck my head here.
Yeah,
Illumia will just kind of.
you don't have to duck
show
that
me
much.
walls.
It's actually a pretty spacious building. But yeah, there's stuff all over, as well as the shopkeep that's turned away, fumbling with things. What do you guys do?
Look
Illumia's
at all
just
the
hanging.
stuff.
Yeah, Illumia might look at a couple things, but you know, she's broke.
Look at all the things.
She's broke.
Oh, yeah. I came here just to window shop. I know I'm fucking broke.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're
no, all of
broke.
us have like no money.
How are we gonna afford anything?
This is me in the Temecula Mall when I come with anybody.
In terms
Wow,
of
look at all the stuff I can't have.
in terms of what's there, there's some basic swords, some armors, a lot of books. There's some magical components that are sitting there. You do, however, see a single gem that is it seems to almost radiate. It almost looks like the stars themselves are swirling around inside of it, like it's the cosmos.
There's not just one
it's
sitting here.
no. The one you're looking for is a very golden yellow. This one, it looks almost like a nebula that's swirling inside of this smooth stone.
Oh, I love it still, though.
Oh yeah, it's very beautiful, and it kind of radiates a magical energy. However, it's nigh impossible to discern what it is exactly.
Ooh, that kind of looks like my eyes when it's nighttime.
Kind of does. A little bit more nebulous, but pretty close.
Yeah. Hey, shopkeep!
Eh! He sort of
What?
jolts up and turns at you. He's got a very old face with a beard that extends pretty far. He's hunched over, almost like a hunchback. He sort of leans on the table. Hey, so what can I do for you? Customer? Oh, it's 3, 4, you fuckers.
You fuckers!
Hey, hi, my name's Glynhorn. I came with my compatriots here. We just got into town.
Good for you.
At the moment, we're just browsing, but, I wanted to introduce myself, say hi. What's your name?
Jenkins. Old man Jenkins.
Old man Jenkins?
Glad to meet you. Anything in particular I can help you out with?
Old man Jenkins shop.
I hate to tell you, but I've only been here for a little while, so I don't have a lot of stuff on display right now. But, there's some shit here.
No, that's fine. Actually, I was kind of wondering what that crystal over there in the corner is.
Oh, that them's, what the hell was it? He sort of thinks for a second. You mind bringing it over to me so I can get a look at it? It's kind of hard to see from here with my old eyes.
Oh yeah, no problem. Give me a second.
So much.
I'll go over and pick it up and bring it.
He's back, motherfucker.
I have missed him and I love him.
Yeah, he sort of looks at it. That damn's a planetary crystal.
The planetary crystal.
Yeah. Not quite sure what it does, but it's a thing. That's to be sure.
How much you want for it?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, it's some junk I happened upon when I was traveling across dimensions. So, give me it for, well, it's pretty shiny. How about...
You travel across dimensions?
Oh, yeah.
He just does that. On the off.
Me and a bunch of my old buddies, we like to, travel across timelines sometimes and mess with people.
I love
Oh, that's real pleasant. That sounds like fun.
Oh yeah, remember this one time I threw a hammer clear through the fucking door. Nearly hit a guy. It was pretty hilarious. That poor bastard. I think we fought a demon shortly after. Anyways. I'll give it to you for... $50 gold.
50 gold, you say?
Yeah.
Wow, that's 50 more than I have.
Unless you can name a better price. It's all magic and shit. Girah, are you still, like, hooded up and everything?
Yup.
Okay.
I don't know. Okay, let me roll something. Ah, shit. At the mention of like cross dimensions, though, there is just like a brief moment where Girah kind of tenses, slowly turns, and then shakes his head.
Very fair.
Well, for right now, you say it's just you don't know what it does. It's just junk you found jumping around, right?
Yeah, but I know
It
it's
is
magic.
shiny though. It is shiny though, and it is magic.
Shiny and it's magic. It's good enough for me.
But I imagine you've got lots of stories you compiled over your travels.
No, of course. Any you're interested in, though?
What do you say? What do you say to 15 gold and a real ride of a story? It's one for the ages, and honestly, probably good advice for the future.
Good advice for the future? How young do I think I am, good sir?
What do you say?
Said, how young do you think I am, good sir?
No, you're still going to be kicking for a good long while, believe me.
Knowing my old ass.
Although, if you need me to top you off, I can also do that. I have those abilities.
Oh,
I'm a cleric, too, if that's what you're getting at here.
Oh, alright, yeah, fellow cleric. That's good to know.
Yeah, who you happen to worship?
Ernest, he's a deity of light and nature.
Ah, how about that?
Speaking of which, he's also involved in my story. And I don't mean in a figurative sense.
Well, now I'm quite interested.
Well, alright. Let's have a sit down. But would you say this is an agreeable trade then?
Tell me the story first, and I'll see how much the discount is.
Alright. I got 15 gold.
I have none.
Girah will give you his 4 gold and 3 silver pieces.
Illumia literally has nothing, so even if she wanted to give you something, she has nothing.
What about you, Girah? Don't you want anything? Girah?
No, sorry, I'm trying to figure out how words. Jess is trying to separate player brain and character. I'm good for now. Thank you, though.
Alright. Thank you. Thank you to you.
Do you want to roll a perception check, Girah?
Oh, Jesus. Holy fuck. Calm down, guys. I guess this is just what happens. I roll like fucking 21s and then I roll like 3 19s. That's a 24.
As you're handing the gold, you sort of side-eye a bit, and as you're talking, you notice Jenkins' eyes immediately shoot to you, sort of light up with a bit of recognition, and then he sort of shakes his head a little bit and looks back at Glynhorn.
Oh, shit. Okay. Immediately noticing the whatever look of recognition, shake of head, looks at Old Man Jenkins. Old Man Jenkins, have we met before?
Hey! What'd you say?
Have we met before?
She said,
I've met
have you
before.
guys met before?
I've met a lot of goblins in my time. I'm pretty damn sure I never met you. Your voice sounds familiar, though.
What?
Your voice sounds familiar, though.
Oh dear.
So how'd you tell me about that story there, Glynhorn?
Oh yeah, it's a doozy. I'm gonna. So how I gave Kolvar like the Spark Notes version?
Yeah.
of everything that's happened since I left my forest.
Uh huh.
I'm gonna give I'm gonna give Jenkins here the meaty rundown of everything, like going into detail. It's probably gonna take the hour that we're here,
Yeah,
if not more.
definitely goes over an hour.
Like, oh yeah, I found this troll skeleton man, and this
Sure.
I heard this spooky voice laugh in my ear when I tried to talk to him.
That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, and yeah, that goes on for a very long time.
Oh yeah.
I accentuate the parts that involve me getting swatted by my fucking god twice.
Jesus Christ.
Roll persuasion.
No, Ernest be with me. That was a doozy. Guidance.
That was last night.
Yeah.
Wait, no, it's been a couple days, but still.
It's been like 4 days.
Yeah, but still, it's like it was just last night, dude.
Oh! Oh! That's a natural 20 for 22 with a total of 27.
Jesus Christ.
He's sort of like leaning one elbow on the table, the other on like the kind of chair that he's half sitting in. Yeah, and I tell you, that's one doozy of a story right there. Haven't heard one like that in a long time. Tell you what, I'll give it to you for I'll take that 15 gold right off you. That'll do quite nice.
How are we
All right, that works for me.
Sort of pause.
There you go.
Yep. As you set it on the table, he sort of puts his hand over it, slides it under, and then sort of slides the gem out back to you. Here you go! One, thingamabobber.
One thing about
Name, planetary crystal.
what are you gonna do with the planetary crystal?
I don't know, it's a thingamabobber.
How are we gonna pay for rubes?
I already
We
forgot
should
what it
have
was,
put
I'm gonna be
Oh.
honest.
2 silver. Alright, what Jenkins say?
I already forgot it was, I'm gonna be honest. I'm old. Don't remember much anymore.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll find a use for it. Don't worry about it. Here, Girah, I didn't need your gold in the end.
Yeah, Gita kind of looks at you and is like, that is okay. I do not have much use for it.
Okay, just let me know if you need anything then.
Where have I
Still
heard that
looking.
voice?
Still looking at old man Jenkins.
Kind of looks like he's in thought now. Where have I heard that voice?
It was 4 gold and 2 silver?
4 gold, 3 silver.
3 silver. So, Ashwin, what did you think of that story?
To be quite honest, that's quite a tale, and I do not envy. What'd you say? Gotta speak louder for me, young man! Oh, God. Sorry, sorry, Mr. Jenkins. I was saying I didn't envy them. I can hear you the first time. It's fun to fuck with young people, you know what I mean?
I love him so much.
I have missed Jenkins so much. Oh my god, okay.
Man, that story really took a while. Do you think Kolvar's done with his thing?
I assume he's probably out looking for us, if I had to guess.
Oh, alright. In that case, yeah, we should probably hurry up to the tower.
Yeah, probably. Thank you again, Mr. Jenkins. Hey,
Yeah,
get the fuck out of my ship.
Glynhorn, away!
Glynhorn, living! He has like a cheeky shit-eating grin as he's watching you leave.
Yeah, Illumia will just walk out.
I'm almost tempted to use a channel divinity just to flood out.
Oh my god.
Hey! Little goblin!
Yes.
You wouldn't happen to have like a brother or sister or distant cousin, maybe?
Oh my god, this mic. I had 10 siblings once. I do not know where they went. They disappeared one day.
Oh.
Well, isn't that about a bitch? One of them happened to be named, what was his name? Was it Gunk?
Gunk.
Euro? Gronk. That's his name. It's Gronk.
Girah immediately shoots up at the name Gronk. And he just, like, looks at Old Man Jenkins with wide eyes. And is like, yes, that... How...
Cutting out is actually
You cut out so much during that.
Yeah, no. That was actually me I stopped talking.
Okay.
Oh, it worked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, that was intentional cutting out. Newfound friend, Old Man Jenkins. How do you know Gronk?
Well, went to a weird fucking murder mystery dinner, I think it was. And there's some demon shit. We got real nice acquainted. After a little while, fought a demon. He was a bit of an asshole.
Oh, God.
Don't remember much after that. We were parted ways, but here's one weird little goblin.
Very, very quietly, Girah, like, a voice slightly breaking as he says it. He said, Did she seem okay?
No, yeah, she seemed just fine. I mean, save for the demon we were fighting. Other than that, she seemed alright.
Girah just kind of nods.
That was years ago, though. Not sure what happened.
Just nodding slowly. And then turns and looks at Old Man Jenkins. Thank you.
Yeah?
Good day.
I know it's hard to lose people. Don't give up hope, alright?
What?
Don't give up hope.
He said, I know it's hard to lose people, but don't give up hope, alright?
Shit.
Oh,
Fuck.
no.
Shit. Fuck. Tears as he leaves the shop.
Bobby.
Poor kid.
My floor.
Poor kid. Now I gotta mount their fucking first. Pulls out a mop and gets to mopping. You walk out.
I walk out.
And you cry, and Ashton sort of looks over. Are you alright? Did he insult you a lot? He does that sometimes.
No. These are tears of relief, in a way.
Oh,
It is a long and painful story. I would rather not go into it now.
I hope it gets better for you, then.
Girah just kind of nods.
Do you need a hug, or?
I'm going to be real with you, friend Ashen. If you hug me, I will break down crying. And I am crying enough as it is. I appreciate the thought, but no thank you.
Fair enough. I suppose we should get headed to the tower then. We'll probably run into the general on the way, if I had to guess.
Actually, speaking of which, I can let me send him a quick message.
All right. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So I'm gonna cast mine. Use a third level spell slot. Cast. Sending.
All right.
You could send the message across any distance. Okay. Okay. 25 words.
25 words. I did have that right. Hell yeah.
Kolvar. We are at Jenkins' shop. Sorry for taking so long. Telling great story. He was enthralled. Enthralled. Enthralled's one word. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Got discount. Real great.
I am counting your O's, by the way.
My us count? No!
They are a word in this context.
Oh my
Okay, then
God.
I think I have 2 words left.
You have 2 words left. I've been counting.
Yeah. Where are?
As you go to finish the
It's
sentence,
not where are, it's where you.
you go to finish the sentence and say, "Where are you?" and you realize you were cut off at the U.
Where are?
Where are you?
After a few minutes, you get a response.
What the fuck?
Good for you.
That's it. He's just happy.
Got access to the tower. Meet you there. And then it cuts
Alright.
off.
So, yeah. I love it so much. Alright, guys. I got a great way to get to the tower real quick. We're just gonna need some rope.
Well, why are
What?
we going to need rope?
You just tie it around me and tie it around every one of you.
Girah does not even question it as he hands Glynhorn 50 feet of rope.
There we go.
I could just get horses.
Make sure it's real tight there.
Oh
Come here,
god, we're
Ashley.
doing this.
I guess we are. Okay.
Hello.
He looks very uncomfortable,
Did I break
but
you?
he doesn't
I
fight
broke.
it.
Illumia looks very uncomfortable too, and for someone who doesn't have many emotions.
Okay, I broke again. My bad.
It's all
Yeah.
good.
So yeah, you come here, Ashen.
Yeah, okay, this is happening.
Hey, Illumia, come here. Hey, I promise you everything will be fine.
I'm going to trust you because you somehow befriended 3 T-Rexes while we had to fight. So I'm going to trust you. She
Yep.
looks very concerned.
You're saying you've never
In that
done this
case-
before?
No.
Usually works for me.
Oh god.
Actually, Illumia, you should probably come here. Grab onto my backpack.
Okay.
Just in case. Got a feeling.
What about me?
Channel Divinity!
Oh god. Oh god.
So, a 30-foot sphere of the street fucking goes dark. Or at least like dim. But, yeah. Dragon click. I'm going.
Oh god.
Roll me a strength check.
I'm not sure. I will do it. Because, of course. But it's like, I imagine it as literally just dragging and clicking.
Which is fair, but that is technically not what's actually happening, so... For the
That is
sake
true.
of you dragging 3 people across the sky with you,
That's a 17.
by some fucking miracle, you do it.
Putter, 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 putter.
Yeah, you just no-clip. The entire time, Ashrin is, like, kind of screaming. He's trying not to, but he's very... You get the sense he's not fond of fights. At all.
No, that's Girah just looks at him with a sense of knowing.
He looks back terrified. He's cheering up a little bit.
Girah just kind of moves to like pat his shoulder or whatever part of his body that he can reach.
As you
We'll
touch him,
get there in no time.
As you touch him, he is shaking.
Okay, Girah's gonna go in for a full hug.
Shaking, and he grabs onto you for dear life. You do, however, eventually make it. You sort of land, and as you do, Asher just immediately just hugs the ground.
Oh my god.
Sweet land. Oh God. Please tell me we're never doing that again.
Oh, you didn't like it. My bad.
Heights are not my cup of tea. No.
Oh, okay, yeah, we won't do that again. At least not with you. Don't worry.
Oh, we're going. God damn. Oh, we don't have horses. It's alright. I can do it again, maybe. Composure gained.
Well, you can just walk down now, can't you? You're not stuck here.
It's pretty far away.
Alright, I'll give you a flyover. Look, I'll put my back over your head so you don't have to look.
That would not make me feel any better. That made me feel worse. Thank you.
Okay, I won't do that. You know what? You instruct me, and I'll get you there.
I'll just hold on to Girah again if that's alright. That helps.
That works.
That helps a little bit.
But we're here now, so just get everyone untie.
He unties himself slowly.
Illumia will hop off the back. Sketch, everybody.
A new sketch.
A new one.
I love your Glynhorn sketches too.
Hell yeah. Well,
God,
there's a
dear.
new one.
Go, dear. Go. My poor boy. My poor boy. Also, just I like how empty Girah looks. Like Illumia looks empty. Girah looks like 3 universes ahead in emptiness.
I didn't want to put effort into where everybody actually
No,
was.
it's glorious.
It's wonderful, it's fantastic, and I love it.
I don't know what color Glynhorn is, so he's just been normal.
Oh, Glynhorn's like a midnight blue on his fur.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna go up to the other ones. His hair.
I love how Asher is
where
just
you can't
upside
see his
down.
skin, it's like a really dark gray.
Okay, thank you.
Oh gosh.
Thank you.
Alright.
He's got his purple hair. Oh yeah.
I have my composure. Let's just go in. Please. Please, please, please.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
You got here real quick.
As you start going up the steps, you see Kolvar's waiting for you.
Nice.
He sort of has his arms crossed, and he has an eyebrow raise, partly to you for your methodology, and partly to Ashrin for actually flying for once.
Oh, did he see us fly?
He saw you coming in, and then he saw the reaction of Ashrin as he was untying himself and hugging the ground. Well, Ashrin, I take it you've been having fun, haven't you? Please don't mention it, ever, please.
Oh, poor baby. Akita's gonna just kind of pet Ashrin's. Just pat Ashrin, just be like, I will not say it gets better, because it does not, but...
You know what, Ashrin, here, I think I got an herb in here that'll calm you down real quick.
It's called...
Can I just hold on to you for a minute to get it, please?
Akita nods and he's like, yes, that is fine.
He sort of picks you up and hugs you like a plushie.
little squeak of surprise, but other than that...
He's still kind of holding on for dear life, but... Yeah.
Just like a very small squeak of surprise, but other than that, just like accepting of this fate.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dig through my bag and pull out like a small bundle of chamomile.
He's sort of just walking, like hugging Girah tight, with Girah sort of facing forward. I just need a minute. I'll be fine. Thank you.
All right. That Kovar, I'll just start munching on the chamomile.
Hello again. I take it you all had fun. Did you happen to find a place to stay?
No. The thing I mentioned wound up taking the whole time.
Ah, yes. The thing right before you said where are. I assume you forgot how many words you were using.
No, I thought where are could convey where are you well enough. Although I should have just said where are you.
That would have been worse, honestly. Word to the wise, I suppose, if you're going to do something like that. Fair recommendation. Pause instead of saying so often.
Alright, I'll take that to heart.
Yes.
I'll take that to heart.
Anyways,
Absolutely.
I was able to secure you all 2 hours in the library before you'll have to leave. There's going to be some experimentations later today, so I couldn't get you more than that.
Oh, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Of course. He sort of opens the door and lets you all in.
Oh no, I don't know if I have a solid plan yet.
Do you all go in?
Oh.
Yeah, we go in.
Yeah. As you go in, it is a large expanse of books, shelves upon shelves, kind of Girah, almost reminiscent to Donkel's Tower, only instead of items, it's just books upon books. There's a couple items. It looks like there's some remnants of some technologies, like there's like a power armor suit arm. There might be like the early developments of a sort of flying machine, it looks like, but it's kind of hard to tell. Crystals out the wazoo in here. They're mostly little ones, none of the big ones, like, out of character you guys are used to.
For sure. Oh my gosh, that's not
But
for sure.
They are the kind of crystals Illumia was looking for, right?
Some of them look like they might be roughly what she described, but it's kind of hard to tell. She would be the only one that would know for sure.
Just pluck one off a shelf and shove it in. They won't question you when you start turning into a full-blown foreclaimer.
Jesus. Is Girah still being held like a teddy bear by Astrid?
Oh, yeah.
Once you get in, he sort of takes a deep breath and then sets you down. Thank you.
Girah just kind of nods and just pats him again. It's like, of course.
Yeah, I'll be looking around if you guys need me for anything. I haven't been in here for a while, so I'm gonna make the most of it. Maybe finish the book that I was reading last time.
Alright.
He sort of wanders off into the labyrinth of bookshelves.
Are there librarians here that we can ask, be like, hey, where's this book? Do you know in what section to be in? Can you show me?
There appears to be one, and there's not really librarians, but there's these little autonomous creatures that are sort of flying around, and they're messing with books and stuff, organizing everything. Other than that, it's just the lone elf. He's pretty old. He's got like some goggles that are on top of his head. Pretty surprisingly, he's an elf with a beard.
Whoa.
And it's a decently long one at that.
He must be an old guy.
He's very old.
It's like the skeleton from Corpse Bride. A really, really long beard. Oh yeah, I guess I'll go talk to him.
Alright, yeah. You go up to him and he sort of looks up at you.
Yeah, hi, my name's Glynhorn. Nice to meet you. I was wondering, do you happen to have books regarding? Give me a second.
He raises an eyebrow.
Regarding Ernest, like the deity himself, or any tales of combat he may have been in, or anything pertaining to him potentially being wounded.
You want children's stories? You want Bibles? Or do you want scientific books?
Scientific and actually a mixture of the three would be nice.
Kids' books are front section over there. Scientific towards the back. Bibles, I think there might be one in the gift shop.
Oh my god.
I love how there's just a gift shop.
Yeah, there's like a little gift shop that it looks like it's all the unkept books and trinkets. They're just kind of shoved in a corner and it has a sign that says gift shop.
What the heck?
All right, and number 2, any writings pertaining to end of the world, or possible world destroying elements or things or beings.
You want children's books? You want scientific facts? Or do you want a Bible?
I'll take a mix of the three.
Children's books towards the front, scientific books near the back. I think there might be a Bible in the gift shop.
All right, thank you. I'll go about collecting these things.
That's the exact same shit.
Oh my god.
You're so useful. Thank you.
Yeah, what Girah and Illumia, what are you looking for real quick?
Illumia is looking at the gems on the walls and such. Just trying to familiarize herself with the area.
Yeah, you wanna... Are you looking for one in particular, or are you just generally looking?
Maybe one in particular, but otherwise just kind of generally looking.
Sure, just roll me investigation.
Investigation. Let's see what the stat is on that thing. Not used to. Ooh. Oh. That's a 9.
You can't seem to find the one you're looking for.
That's with a +7.
Woof.
Ooh. Can't seem to find the one you're looking for, sadly.
Sadly. She'll go up to the guy. Since he's old.
Okay.
Excuse me. I'm looking for a 4-flame power crystal to study.
He looks up at you and raises an eyebrow. He sort of squints his eyes after examining you. And why, pray tell, are you looking for one of those?
I find them rather interesting. I'm a studier of sorts of them.
An academic, you say?
Yes, I'm a bit of a scholar myself.
And what do you plan to do with it?
Simply to see its properties.
There's plenty of crystals over there. You were just looking at them.
Yes, I'm more looking for a smaller sized one.
There's plenty of smaller ones there too.
She will specify a specific size.
Actually, before you do, he says, about 2 inches, mostly pillar looking with a sharp end.
Yes. I'm something of a scientist myself.
Oh my god.
He sort of gives a small smirk.
Uh-huh.
If you mind me asking, what kind of elf did you say you were?
Well, none that you would all be too familiar with.
I think quite the opposite.
Let me just send a GIF real quick.
Is
If I
just laughing.
That's a very specific crystal you're looking for, miss.
Well, yes, the other crystals are in large supply. Those ones are a bit more rare.
Indeed, and they only have one known purpose.
Yes.
Uh,
Just let me fucking look at it, old man.
Just let me
oh,
give me hands on it, please.
Are you looking to just examine, or are you looking to keep? He gives you a knowing stare.
If I was able to keep it, I would.
You got gold?
I have not.
Guess you won't be finding it then.
What knowledge do you all have of the late foreclaimers, the younger generation, what they were doing after the war?
They all disappeared at once as far as the records say. However, there are some theories that there might be a few still around. They haven't been seen though. There's been rumors, but nothing concrete.
What if I said I had some knowledge as to what they were up to before they disappeared?
Oh, I have no doubt about that, miss.
Quote. I have some knowledge you may find useful.
Enlighten me.
Well, you high elves tend to be a little obsessed with the foreclaimers. What if I told you they were studying a means of no longer needing those crystals? She has her book in hand.
Do tell.
Well, why would I share such valuable information if I cannot analyze their crystals?
Because you seem to need the crystal more than I need the information.
She will hand him the book. Like, very... Like, kind of like when something's your baby, you don't really want to let go of it, but she's like, fine.
Mm-hmm. He sort of takes it and starts flipping through it. Interesting. Roll persuasion.
Persuasion, great.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect for the low charisma character.
Mm-hmm.
What even is it? Oh, of course. That's a 3.
This information's worthless. I already know half of it. He closes the book and hands it back.
She looks so offended. I don't really want to
He's
do
smirking.
this. He fucking already knows.
Oh, he knows.
I need it to survive.
I've noticed. You're getting old like I am.
A little too quickly.
Hmm.
Within the next century, I could be very much dead. You said it yourself, we're nearly gone.
Do another persuasion.
Oh my god. Hey, that's a 9, yay. It's a 9.
He sort of gets up and walks to the back.
Interesting. Just
And then he sort of walks out with a large book. He walks over next to you, places it in front of you.
Okay.
Would you mind taking a look through this real quick?
She will indeed.
Girah, do you want to roll perception?
Yeah, sure. Okay, that's not bad. That's dirty 20.
If only I could get nice rolls like that.
I mean, as a result of me getting literally 10 natural ones.
You watch as you see the old man sort of grab something from his pocket, and then in a swift motion, one hand on Illumia's back, and then he stabs into her stomach.
Oof.
Jeez, fuck.
I have been hurt.
And that's where we're going to end the session.
Yay! I just want my crystal.
Hey, Girah, I don't know what these Slim Jim things are, but they're real good. Oh, shit!
Yeah.
Guess I'll prepare back up just to be safe, y'all.
Thank you guys for playing. It was fun, I hope.
I am stressed.
I know you guys are not fans of the elves, but
No.
God.
hope maybe at least Old Man Jenkins was enough to satiate having to be with elves.
And just
I love
Glynhorn
him.
in general.
And just Glynhorn in general. Oh, I'm gonna end the stream here.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
I'm gonna
Bye,
start
everybody.
preparing my next backup.
Yay! Bye.
Bye.
Bye.